Oh shit, I fucked that up. We're reading Best of Redditor updates, not Am I the A-hole? There we go. Oh, I forgot to post on YouTube about this. My bad. Honestly, that's on me, chat. Very poorly executed stream today, but that's just how it be sometimes. That's just how it be. Reporting for duty. Welcome, Gender Ghost. Apologies. Was leaving a comment on my friend's Instagram post. I was gonna maybe post in communal thongs, because why not? Oh fuck! I have to pay an PayPal invoice. Bam. Oh shit. That was the whole fucking message. Perfect. Perfect. How we doing, chap? How's everybody living? Let's see. I sent it in Discord, put it on Instagram. I fucking messed up and forgot to... I've been good about shouting out my streams on YouTube, but I forgot. That's on me. Man, my last one. I don't even know. I wish you could check the insights on your like community, individual community posts or whatever. Cree said finally. Shut up, Cree. I said this was around the time I was... Wait, did I actually put a time? Maybe I didn't actually put a time. I mean, this is the normal time I go live. Oh yeah, I just said probably will be later in the day. Yeah, this is the time that I've been going live, I feel like. Tired after a long shift? Yeah, Gender Ghost. Gender Ghost works hard. I don't know if it's just me, but I no longer get Twitch notifications. I saw you were live because of the Discord message. Interesting. I think sometimes too the Twitch notifications go live like late. Cause I feel like I should set up on one of my backup phones like a Twitch thing so I can see when I get notifications. Because that would be cool to get, to make sure that we're getting Twitch notifications sent out. Guys, I already found the stories for today's stream. I can't wait. They're so fucking juicy, bro. So juicy. I mean, the posts get a decent amount of impressions on them. I should be better about that. I should also post about when I come out with a new YouTube video. I feel like I've been really bad about that. But also the YouTube videos have been doing fine, just like straight up posting them. So I'm kind of like, you know. Hey everyone, hope everyone's weekend is going well. Welcome Av Gates, good to see ya. How is everybody's weekend? What'd y'all get up to this weekend? What did we do? What did we do? Looks like we got a couple lurkers in stream. That's perfectly fine. I might not yap for super long, chat. I think I might want to get straight into the reading Reddit portion. But we'll yap for like 10 to 15. Maybe 20 if we're lucky. Knowing me, it's probably going to be closer to 20. But I found the Reddit stories for today, and I'm excited to get started on them. I saw a new short video you posted about the woman that beat her man's skull in because of a spider. It was crazy. I don't think that one's new, Cree. I haven't posted a short in a long time. Yeah, I haven't posted a short to my main channel since October 17th. Oh, wait, was that maybe on my Clips channel? Do you follow my Clips channel, Cree? Went to watch The Wild Robot with Link and friends. I cried so hard. Oh, was it a good movie? It looks very good. I had work and a fancy dinner with friends. Not too bad. Oh, that's so nice. Where'd you guys go for dinner? Where'd you go for dinner and what did you get? But that is a crazy story, bro. I'm house sitting for my parents while they're on vacation. They have 2 cats, LOL. What are the kitties' names? Send pictures in the Discord if you're in there. Not too bad. We love a good house sit. We love cats. Are the cats at least nice? Like, do they snuggle with you and shit? I do follow it. Okay, it was probably from that then. The animation was absolutely gorgeous. Bro, I was listening to the Casey Neistat did a podcast with John Yoshi, something like that. And he was talking about like how crazy it is, like animation now is just like so far ahead of the game. Like, and it's only going to keep getting better and better. I was like, "Damn, bro, like shit's so nuts now." Hey, Link is in here. What's up, Link? Are Link and Cree together? You guys watching separate? I went to a place called The Lighthouse, and it's directly on the ocean. I got a steak sandwich, and it was very good. Ugh. Chad, that sounds so good. I have not eaten very much today, which is on me, don't get me wrong, but it's making me hungry. Even though I literally ate right before the stream. I'm hungry. All right, chat. I'm a hungry boy. I'm a hungry hippo. The cats' names are Mulder and Francie. They're amazing. They're both a year old, very snuggly at night. I'll send pics in the Discord. Wait, why didn't they name them Mulder and Scully? That would have been incredible, bro. Please tell me y'all, like, don't call me Unk, all right? Please tell me y'all get that. That is a classic reference, all right? Please tell me y'all get that shit. I'm gonna be so sad if y'all call me Unk in this. Although that one's like before my time. Does anyone know where that's from? I'm gonna look it up. Oh, that's old as fuck. That's before I was born. The X-Files, thank you, Cree. Did you know the X-Files came out in 1993? I didn't even know that. I just watched it on Netflix, like, or I don't know, Hulu or something. I don't fucking know. When I say Netflix, chat, I mean like any streaming platform, honestly. Ever since Across the Spider-Verse came out, animation has basically taken a turn. I have yet to see that, so I don't know why. Why did it take a turn from there? I have not seen that movie. Separate this time. He's going to be gaming and lurking because he is sad boy today. Aw. Why is Link a sad boy? Little sad boy. Are you guys in the same space or like... Because you guys don't live together, right? I get it because of my millennial brother. Ah, I see. The what? What are you talking about, Gender Ghost? I wanted to name them Mulder and Scully, but my mom always wanted to name a cat Francie. I'm sure her mom's a nice lady, but she missed the most incredible opportunity of her life. You have to see it? Do I really, though? Like, I'm not a big fan of, like, beating the dead horse. You know? Like, I just feel like with the Spider-Man... What? There's been the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man. There's been the Andrew Garfield Spider-Man. There's been the Tom Holland Spider-Man. And now there's the Miles Morales Spider-Man. Like, I'm so sorry, bro, but that shit feels like they're beating the fuck out of this dead horse because it keeps spitting out money. That's what it feels like to me. I'm sure it's a great movie, but I couldn't do it, bro. I've seen like 2 of the ones with Andrew Garfield. I think I've actually seen all the Spider-Mans with... No, I think I've only seen 1 or 2 of the Spider-Mans with Tom Holland. Don't quote me on that. Don't quote me on that. I actually have no... I know I've seen at least 1. Hope he feels better soon. Yeah, I hope, Link, if you're listening to this, bro, I hope you're out of your sad boy era. Cheer yourself up. Take some time to yourself. Cat pics are in the Discord. Hell yeah, brother. Ugh. Should have been Mulder and Scully. Which one is this one? Is this Francie or is this Mulder? That looks like Francie. I'd put money on Francie. I asked him why he's sad, but even he doesn't know, and we live like 20 minutes away depending on traffic. Sometimes it just be that day. I get it. I get it. Are you not a Spider-Man fan? I wouldn't say I'm not a fan. But 3 separate movies. I don't know. I guess they do that shit with Batman too. I don't know. I've skipped Tom Holland and recently just watched the Spider-Verse. Nothing against him, just and not much of a superhero watcher at the moment. Yeah. I think the only reason I watched him was I was like seeing this girl who was obsessed with the MCU, and so I tried to like catch up to like, or I tried to watch all the MCU movies so I could like talk to her about them or something like that. Like, that's the only real reason I went and watched. To be honest, I hadn't seen all the Avengers movie until then. I was like, well, I gotta, you know. Tabby is Francis. We had to name the black cat Mulder. We just had to. Oh, yes, that makes perfect sense. So that one's Mulder. This one's Francie. Is that a tabby? What counts as like a tabby cat? I thought those were like the gray ones. Oh, I guess it can kind of be any. with a distinctive M-shaped marking on his forehead, stripes by his eyes and across the cheeks. Oh, so it's more about the face. Wow, that one looks exactly like Beans, minus Beans' white fur. Beans is not here. He's actually asleep on my bed. He'll probably make an appearance, though. He always does. He always manages to make an appearance, chat. Interesting. I didn't know that. That's how they like that's what tabbies were. So dumb, guys. I was looking at chat right here. I should really get used to like pulling up the screen right in front of me because it looks better with the camera, you know? I don't know if they did it in the US, but in our theaters we did Spider Monday, where every Monday they screened a movie going from the 3 Tobys, 2 Andrews, and oh, I thought Andrew got 3 movies. Yeah, I don't know. Did you know they're making a 4th Tom movie, I think? I actually just watched a podcast with Tom Holland. I actually really like Tom Holland, low-key. Like, don't get me wrong, I don't think he doesn't do the part well. It's just hard for me to want to watch a Spider-Man movie that, like, in my head, the Tobey Maguire ones were done so well. Like, that's kind of how I feel with Batman 2. Don't get me wrong, I actually think they did a fantastic job with the new one with, who's the guy that plays Edward? That guy. No, I can't remember what his fucking name is, but you know who I mean. They did a fantastic job with that new Batman movie. I'll give them that. Only reason I watched that was because I watched it with a girl, though. Otherwise, I wouldn't have touched it. It was still pretty good. That's kind of how I feel with the Tom Holland movies. It's like, can we do something different? Like, what do we got to keep, like, doing the Batman thing? You know? Like, it doesn't even line up. It doesn't even line up. Like, at the end of the Batman movies, sorry to spoil this for anybody, but at all the Dark Knight movies, like, Batman's like, deuces, I'm retiring. And then it's like, oh, but, like, let's make another one. I don't know. To me, it's just like, nah. Andrew's the GOAT. Change my mind. Spoiler, you can't. I have to say, well, okay, I'm not saying Zendaya is a bad Mary. What was her name? What's the name of the girl? The girl lead. I cannot fucking remember names for the life of me, bro. MJ. Thank you. Thank you. I'm not saying Zendaya's a bad MJ. What I will say is Emma Stone. Was it Emma Stone? Yeah, I think it was Emma Stone. It's Emma something. The Andrew Garfield one? Great pick. Emma Stone, thank you. Great pick. Fantastic pick. Not saying Zendaya's a bad pick. Not saying the redhead chick was a bad pick. But also, hey, Flick the puppet. Is that Flick? Is that Flick? Flick, is that you? Is that you, Flick? Thank you for the follow. I appreciate you. Hop in chat. Let's yap. It's the stripes that make the tabby. Okay, cool. I didn't know that. I thought it was just the gray, but I guess that makes perfect sense. I always heard about tabby cats, but I never knew exactly what type it was. If you talk shit about Spidey, you have a skill issue. I mean, which one? Is it just in general? I don't know, man. I don't know. I think what I have to say has a lot of merit. Like, you can't sit there and be like, all right, yeah, they definitely didn't bleed that franchise for money there. Because they did. They made 8 movies, probably a 9th coming here. Like, I don't know. I don't know, me personally. He inspires short kings like he's... I didn't know he was short. Is Tom Holland short? How tall is Tom Holland? $5'8". Someone says he's 5'6.5". Must be nice. Must be nice. Why does my screen say offline? That's so annoying. I'm not offline, I am online. This entire stream is Ben admitting his Simpsons. Who am I simping for, huh? I just said Emma Stone was a great pick. Okay, let's be honest though, Emma Stone. Oh, I always want to call Emma Watson Emma Stone. I know they're different, but like every once in a while I mix the names up. Oh my god, Flick the Puppet subscribed with Prime. Thank you, Flick. Flick, did you is this the same Flick that commented on my YouTube video? I saw it, I just haven't replied to YouTube comments yet. I try to do them all in a batch. You're so bad at people's names. Right after calling Flick Flip. My tongue is like dry. I'm blaming it on that. Chat. Oh, we have a new follower goal. Let's go, chat. What is the new follower goal now? Is it 190 or is it 200? Recommended goal of 190. Okay, baby. Quick little 190. Start new goal. Here we go. Let's go. We'll do a 190 follower. Start goal. All right, new goal started, chat. 190. Slowly but surely, we will get there. And they shall take my money, what of it? Hey, all power to you, Kree. I'm just saying it's not for me. The 3 Spideys were unique in their own way. I don't doubt that. I'm just saying, can we come up with a new superhero here? How you only watch good movies when it's with women? Yeah, no, actually, that's so accurate. Like, I mean, to be honest, it's not even good movies. It's just movies, period. Like, I don't like watching new movies alone unless there's like a reason for me to watch them. I'll watch new shows. I like shows a lot. Something about watching a movie for me has to be like an experience, something I experience with someone. And like, sometimes I'll watch movies with friends, but I typically, like, that's not really what I do with my friends, usually. But yeah, when I'm dating, like, especially the last girl I was seeing, like, she was very big on, like, coming over and, like, picking a movie for us to watch. Hey, Flick, welcome to the stream. Always good to see you, bro. Thank you again for the Prime. Thank you for supporting the dream. It's good to have you. What's new with you, Flick? What did you get up to this weekend? I mean, I think it's been months since we last saw you in stream. Give us, like, a little bit of an update here. Isn't Emma Watson retired? Is she? Hey, Caroline's here. Welcome to the stream, Caroline. How was your weekend, Caroline? What did everyone get up to this weekend, huh? Let me look it up. Is Emma Watson retired? Oh my god, guys, we're already 23 minutes in. All right, I'm setting a hard timer at like 30 minutes. We have to start reading. This says that she is not retired. She's open to returning. She's just sitting and waiting for the next right thing. She wants to expand what she's doing, including writing, directing, and producing. She directed a Prada ad campaign. Okay. Good for her, bro. Good for her, bro. I feel like being an actor would be crazy. Will be AFK. Meal is ready. I shall return soon. No worries, Gender Ghost. This is a perfect time to talk shit about Gender Ghost. She can't defend herself. Still waiting for a good female superhero movie? Yeah. Like, not saying that girls can't be superheroes or anything. It just feels like every single time they fucking butcher it, bro. I'm trying to think. Is there... Black Widow kind of slap, bro. Scarlett Johansson is also very hot. But also, they kind of fucked on that one. It's been a while. I got my foundation art diploma in college. My girlfriend broke up with me, but I'm talking to a really sweet guy. Aw, cute. Sorry to hear about your girlfriend breaking up with you, but hopefully it was like a good breakup. Like you're at peace with it. It was supposed to happen type of thing, but good. And congrats on the art diploma. That's pretty sick. Did you guys get up to any fun like Halloween stuff? It was cool seeing your guys' costumes in the Discord. I've been working this weekend, but last weekend I went camping with my professor and classmates, which was fun. That's cool. Me and my professors never did shit like that. That's crazy. Do you go to like a big college or a small college, Caroline? I feel like that's definitely like a small college thing because no fucking way were they doing that shit at Iowa State. Does being a Discord mod come with bullying? Oh, absolutely, Gender Ghost. Come on. You and Izzy are basically my internet hate punching bags. You know? I feel like Wonder Woman wasn't bad. I have not seen that one, so I can't talk on that one. But Black Widow, though, kind of fucked, bro. No one remembers I remember the Black Widow movie, bro. That shit was gas. Did the Black Widow movie do well? I think that's the most important part. Oh yeah, Black Widow broke several pandemic box office records and grossed over 379 million worldwide. I say that's pretty good. Okay, it didn't perform as well as some other Marvel movies, but fuck, bro, some of those Marvel movies. I don't know. Someone said, too long, too boring, too MCU. Man, y'all just haters, bro. Y'all just women haters, dog. It was time and we're still friends. Oh, good. Good. Plus, she was already dead. Does she die? I don't remember that shit, bro. I might have to go through the MCU again and watch some of the new ones. Although I don't think I have a Disney Plus login. Chat, I have something so funny. So like I was seeing this girl for a little while and she logged into her Disney Plus on my TV and I stopped seeing her and I was seeing this other girl and she like pulls up my Disney Plus and I was, or not but she pulls up Disney Plus on my TV and I was like, this feels wrong. I can't watch Disney Plus through this girl's account who I'm not seeing anymore with another girl who I'm now currently seeing. It was so funny. This was like months ago. But I was just laughing. I was like, that feels so wrong. I don't have a conscience. I don't have a conscience or morals very often, but right there I did. I love the Black Widow movie. So good. One of the best. I go to a small college. My geology professor is the coolest. Oh, dude, I haven't gone camping in so long. That sounds fun as fuck. The program where I worked did the Addams Family for Halloween runway at the uni. I dressed as Debbie from the second movie. Oh, that's so fun. Wait, runway. Do you mean like fashion show or like play? Either way, fun as fuck. Regardless, she's dead, so no more movies. Scarlett sued Marvel because they released it for Disney Plus and she was going to get paid extra for cinematic release, I think it was. Oh, yeah, I do remember that. Damn, Ben, that is sleazy. What are you talking about? I didn't do it. Damn, Creed is trying to shit on me today. Creed said, oh, okay, good boy. Roof, roof, I'm a dog now. Bitch, I'm a dog, roof. I want to see a female hero that actually earns her powers and struggles to overcome the main villain. I mean, no offense, Link, but how many motherfucking dude superheroes in the Marvel universe earned their powers? Tony Stark, for sure. I wouldn't say Thor is one. Thor was born into his powers. Same with fucking Spider-Man. That bitch just got bit by a spider. Or wait, no. In that one, does he get bit? Or no, wait. Yeah, he gets bit in that one. He just can't shoot his own webs. He has to make his own webs? I don't know. Y'all have to fill me in. But who else? Who else is there? Captain America. Captain America was just a skinny bitch. They got thrown in that machine. That's not earning. Who else? I don't know the lore about the Hawkeye. Hulk? Did Hulk earn his? I don't think so. Wasn't that like a mistake? Who else is there, bro? Why? Let's go through the list, bro. Hold on. List of Marvel characters. Black Panther. Okay, he earned his powers. I will say that. He definitely earned his powers. Oh, Matt Murdock. That was actually a very great show. I don't know why they discontinued it. Fantastic show. That guy earned his powers for sure. Doctor Strange didn't. Well, he kind of did earn his powers. Okay. All right. Okay, I'll give him that one. I don't know if Wanda earned her powers. I feel like that one was pretty successful. Luke Cage, I don't know. I feel like I watched Luke Cage. I don't remember how it went. Same with Iron Fist. I don't remember how, like... Ooh, Frank Castle, though? That's in the MCU. He definitely earned his powers, quote unquote. Didn't Black Widow, like, kind of earn her powers-ish? Yeah, no, I'm just cooking, bro. I'm just cooking through here. I don't know. I don't think earn. I think what you said about, like, the struggles to overcome. I think they just need to make a female superhero who isn't corny as fuck. I feel like most of them are super goddamn corny. Don't get me wrong. Some of the male superheroes are corny as fuck, too. I don't know why it's just like every woman superhero they come out with just feels super corny. Like Captain Marvel, extremely corny. Like even the fact that that was the name of the movie, I was like, corny as balls, next. Can we please get somebody else? Fashion show, like every department showed off their costumes. Got it. Toby's movies was the first time they ever showed organic web shooting. The other Spider-Man was with machines. Oh, okay. Isn't it more authentic with the machines? I mean that they earned their powers and title of a hero. I mean, maybe we have a different definition of earned powers, but I would say most of them did not earn their powers. Like I said, bro, they literally took Captain America and they were like, you're a skinny bitch. Let's throw you in this machine. Hopefully you don't die and you become buff. You know, like it's not earning. She doesn't have powers, I don't think. Who? Black Widow? I mean, it's not powers, but she like earns the ability to like be a badass. Both Black Widow and Hawkeye don't have powers. You saying they're not legitimate because they don't have powers, Link? You don't have powers? Yes, the original was web shooters. Oh, okay, cool. I think I did know that, but I don't know why. Like, I never got into the comic books. I was never like a big Marvel MCU type person. I just kind of knew that. I don't know why they went that direction, but they brought it up in No Way Home. Her power is ballerina in training. Gender Ghost is back. Actually, Steve Rogers earned them because of how he threw himself to a grenade to save others. Oh, yeah. Okay. Okay. That's actually kind of fair. I forgot about that part. Fine, fine. You know what, Link? I'll let you have that one. All the rest that I said were very merited. All right? Thor did not earn his powers. All right. All right, chat. Enough of this. Enough of this talk. Enough of this superhero talk, chat. We gotta get going with these stories. I got 5 stories today for you, chat. Isn't that fun? Isn't that just dandy? We got some good stories for you today, chat. Y'all ready for this? I feel like my camera's too... Nope, wrong way. Yeah, there we go. There we go. I actually want to make chat... Well... I'm gonna make chat just a teensy, eensy, weeny bit smaller, guys. Sorry to fuck with y'all like that, but... I feel like sometimes I don't notice, but I'll like drift over here and then it's covering my face, which isn't the end of the world, but just for like clips and shit, it's kind of weird. No main Gamora movie doesn't count. Alrighty, chat. You guys hyped? You guys ready for this shit? Y'all ready for this? Alright, chat. Gonna do my corny intro as per usual. Make sure y'all are spamming the chat. By the way, guys, if you are subscribed, or if you're just following, you have very unique emotes to my channel. So while I'm reading, this is gonna be in the YouTube video, bro. This is gonna be at the start of the YouTube video if you want to be featured. If you want your chat featured in the YouTube video, start spamming the chat right now. Let me get one more drink of water and admire some of the emotes I worked so hard to make. All right. All right, here we go, chat. We've got 5 updated Reddit stories for you guys today, starting it off hot with not this one. This is the one we're starting off with. Am I the a-hole for teasing my friend about not recognizing my kid, thus ruining her marriage and an unrelated engagement party? I have no clue how one leads to the other, but we're going to find out. I was incarcerated and lost touch with a... Oh. Ooh, I don't know how to read this one. A girl? A woman? I'm going to say a woman. I was incarcerated and lost touch with a woman. It's been over 10 years. Would it be wrong to contact her now? And absolutely... Oh, you know what? Oh, no. This is in the right order. Sorry, chat. I just took a DNA test. Turns out I'm 23% related to my husband. Absolute nightmare fuel there. My new employee ran a background check on me and asked about what he found with a 5-year update. And finally, my sister and friends talked about how I'm not good enough for my boyfriend. They don't know I heard, and I don't know what to do. Juicy stories this week, you guys. Make sure... I remember what I was supposed to say. Juicy stories this week, guys. Juicy stories this week, guys. If you are in chat live on Twitch, make sure to drop your opinions to be featured in the video. And if you're watching the video, drop the comments down below. Boom. Boom. Hey, I appreciate y'all being like, join the Twitch, sub to Sarby. I appreciate you guys. You guys are the best. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. All right, chat. Let's get hot. Let's get started. So, oh, that's not what I wanted. I don't know if you guys have noticed this, but basically the way that I've been organizing my stories is I always read the longer ones first because I think that helps with the average view duration of my YouTube videos. So we got a super long one here. This one's kind of long. Like, it's not as long as this one, but it's definitely got like two long updates to it. This one's a little bit shorter. I believe this one is also kind of short. And then finally this one, which I think is only maybe. Okay, we got 2 updates and a couple of relevant comments. So strap in, chat. This will be at least, we got like 2 hours to knock this out, all right? Plenty of stories to go around. Am I the a-hole for teasing my friend about not recognizing my kid, thus ruining her marriage and an unrelated engagement party? Obviously, all right. Original post, October 18th, 2024. Me and my wife have a 5-year-old son. Our group of friends is mostly couples with kids as we are nearing our 40s, and so a lot of our meetings with friends now include meetups, as entire families, kids included. This can sometimes mean a lot of adults and a lot of kids. One person in this group, Emma, fake name, used to be my roommate in college. She was married and has her own kids, and we hang out with her and her husband sometimes in a group setting, but rarely on our own. Emma also tends to run late, often. This is relevant to the story. As our son is an only child, we sometimes worry that he wouldn't really learn to share or get along with other kids. To prevent this, and while I love... I see. To prevent this, and while I love spending time with him, I would sometimes preemptively nudge him to engage with other kids when we are in public playgrounds or at the beach or the pool. To that end, when I buy him a water pistol or an RC car or the like, I'd often just buy 2 or 3. I'd get to the playground and play with him, and when another kid would show interest in the toys, I'd just go, "Oh, you want to play with us?" and hand him the remote or the pistol or whatever, thus getting the kids to play. This works great quite often, and I have a generally good relationship with the parents at our neighborhood. This is also relevant. All right, I like this. Y'all know I make a lot of jokes about only children, partially because I grew up with a lot of only children mentalities, and it can get really bad. So I like this style of parenting. I think this is very smart. I think this is very smart and responsible of OP. One day, like a year back, me and my wife were planning on taking our kids to the pool. I pack my large bag of pool toys. Emma texts me. Her husband is away that day and she's looking for something to do with the kids. I talk to my wife and tell Emma we're going to our local pool and she's welcome to join us, but we're planning on heading there early so she can just join us whenever. We arrive at the pool pretty early and get a really good spot poolside, right by the shallows. I grab some water pistols and me and my kids start playing World Domination. I am trying to take over the world and can only be stopped through the power of water pistols. It's a whole thing. Kid loves it. Soon, another kid is there. It's a kid from my son's kindergarten class. He's there with his mom. He is, of course, welcome to join us. We know the family. The mom and my wife are pretty friendly and our kids play together often. So my wife says she wants to go for a swim, and the kid's mom says she wants to join her and asks me if I'm okay watching the kids. I say sure, since by this point the kids are blasting each other with water pistols and I'm just chilling poolside, just occasionally having to call out, "Oh no, my plans for world domination, ruined!" Because sometimes that's just what parenting is. Dude, this sounds like such a fun parent, bro. Like, I fuck with it. Okay, where is this story going haywire? Then Emma and her kids show up. She is really happy to see me and I give out toys to her kids. All is going well. Then my son's friend runs up and asks for some other toy and I go, Sure thing, and hand it to him. Emma goes, oh my God, so cute. He looks just like you. Okay. I laugh and say, okay, cool, but this isn't my kid. Now, in her defense, the kid does look kind of like me, making this kind of hilarious. When my wife and the kid's mom came back, I tell them this story. They also find it hilarious. We all have a friendly chuckle, but think little of it. Fast forward to a few months ago. I haven't seen Emma in a while. We are at a friends group gathering, and it was a good time all around. When we're about to call it a day, me and Emma are at the entrance. She's grabbing her stuff, and I'm on my second trip from the car. Kids' toys, kids' clothes, dirty dishes, Tupperware from leftovers I want, etc. And I call out to Emma's husband, hey, can you call my wife and kid over? Just make sure it's actually my kid and not some random kid who kind of looks like me. I think it's a hilarious callback. He seems confused and kind of angry. He asks what the hell I'm talking about. Why would he call a random kid? I'm also confused, so I tell him the pool story. He doesn't laugh. Emma doesn't laugh either. The entire thing now feels kinda awkward. I awkwardly say goodbye, go grab my wife and kid myself, and we leave. Huh. Okay. I mean, I might just keep reading here, but it's weird to make that joke to the husband when he wasn't there for the joke. Does that make sense, chat? Like, the husband definitely wasn't there. Like, the whole point was her husband was away that day. I mean, the reaction is still really weird, but the joke in itself is also really weird. Okay, let's keep going. Let's keep going. Later that day, I text Emma to ask if everything is all right. I get no reply. I text again a few days later, no reply. I get the distinct sense I fucked up, but also, if she doesn't want to talk to me, I'm not gonna force the issue. I leave well enough alone. At worst, I thought she was mad at a joke I made, which was apparently in poor taste. Boy, howdy, did I underestimate the fallout of this joke. A few days ago, I arrive at a friend's place and she's there. This is an engagement party, so no kids. I wasn't supposed to come, but decided to last minute, and my wife was at home with our kid. Emma sees me and is livid. She wasn't expecting to. She only came because she thought I wouldn't be here. She does, however, take the opportunity to tear me a new one, though. She calls me out in front of everyone. Because of my joke, originally said with air quotes, her husband was furious. From what she said and what I gathered from mutual friends afterwards, she previously commented on someone else's kid looking like someone who wasn't his father, except that whole thing led to a family drama in Emma's husband's family, because in that case, that dude was cheating and that was his kid. And a whole bunch of people were really hurt in the aftermath. Huh. Okay. Emma's husband was furious because he apparently thought she would know better than to comment on kids looking like people again. This sent them down a spiral, especially because the husband apparently thought she told me that other family story and that I was mocking him for his family drama, and he thought the story I told was just covering for her when I realized I fucked up. This was not the case. I had no idea the whole thing happened. Still, he didn't believe Emma when she told him, so they are now separated. She calls me an a-hole and says I ruined her marriage. I am not a confrontational person. I apologized profusely. I say I didn't know, and if she didn't want me telling the story, she should have said something. She tells me I'm making excuses. This is now a scene. I apologized profusely again and leave quickly after telling the couple a quick congratulations. I am later told this was anything anyone could talk about at the party, and now the engaged couple are mad at me too. Emma is even more mad because now everyone knows her drama. I am unfriended and unfollowed on everything. Bitch, the only reason everyone knows your drama is because you spoke up about it. Like, you can't publicly berate someone and then be like, wee woo, now everybody knows and it's your fault. Like, no, bitch, you could have just like taken him off to the side or like kept it on the DL, but instead you ruined someone's engagement party by spilling your tea. Some friends think I could have known better. Some friends think I couldn't have known better and the joke was pretty benign. Other friends say it was in really poor taste to throw her under the bus and I am a total a-hole. Emma's best friend, who I also know from college, thinks I did know about the thing with her husband, and now I'm just covering my own ass to get away with being cruel. It has been a few days, and some of my friends will no longer talk to me. Others think she is wrong to blame me, and that marriage was doomed anyway. Still, I feel really guilty about making a joke, and I obviously wouldn't have made it had I known the trouble it would cause. I like Emma, and I didn't want to hurt her. I also liked her husband. I'd like to say that maybe he was wrong to let the marriage implode like that because of a stupid joke, but at the same time, I don't exactly know his family drama and their history, nor the specifics of his relationship with Emma, so I can't really say he's wrong or overreacting. I mean, I want to die on the hill if he's overreacting at least. Like, listen, do you maybe have grounds to be upset? Yes. Do you have grounds to end your marriage over this? That's a little sus to... I would say no, and that's also a little sus. Like, that is a very thin line that you're basing... That is a very shaky foundation that you're putting the... That is a very shaky foundation for the reason as to why you're getting a divorce. Or, I guess, separated. The entire thing just kind of sucks. My wife sort of got my back, though. She thinks the joke was hilarious and actually thinks me breaking up their marriage makes it even funnier. Damn, that wife just wants to see the world burn. That's so fucking funny. Because WTF, she also loves crazy Reddit stories, so she sent me to post this, so at least I got that going for me, which is nice. Ah, wow, that's incredible, man. I mean, not the a-hole. His intention wasn't to get OP's... His intention wasn't to ruin their marriage, and he wasn't making this joke. He wasn't making this joke for the reason that the husband thinks he's making the joke. It's just a massive series of unfortunate events. Like, wow, just... Yeah, I mean, I don't know, like, everything that could have gone wrong went wrong in this story. Like, I don't even know if there's anything you can do. I mean, maybe talk to the couple. I mean, maybe talk to I don't know. I don't think OP did anything wrong here, and I don't necessarily think there's something that he needs to fix. The only thing I think maybe he might want to put effort into is just reaching out to the newly engaged couple and trying to be like, hey, I hope you, like, hey, I just want to make sure we're good. Like, I didn't mean to ruin your party. If anything, Emma ruined your party. I think that's the only plan of action here. Like, it sounds like Emma is just blaming the fact... I don't know. It sounds like Emma and her husband's marriage is... It sounds like Emma and her husband's marriage wasn't strong to start off. and that this was just what's the saying? Like this was the final hole that sunk the ship, and Emma's taking it out on you. I don't know. I don't think there's much you can do except for maybe wait and hope that she comes to her senses there. Link was roasting you for that yesterday? Wait, for what? Damn, Link's just talking about me? That's crazy, bro. I'm scared as to where this is going. I'm slightly confused. Do you guys want me to give a quick TLDR kind of wrap up on that story, or did everyone kind of get what happened? If you didn't speak up, I'm sure that there are a couple people in here who didn't, but I can TLDR that if you guys want me to. Gotta love stupid people. I agree, Caroline. The dark humor on that woman. Yeah, no, for real. The wife is so real for that. Her just being like, it's funnier that their marriage is over. That's fucking like that's marriage worthy right there. How much you would stutter on intros? Yeah. I mean, it's just like, because like intros are so important and people don't even realize it. Like, they're just so important to get right. If there's anything that I'm going to try to stutter, or not try, but if there's anything that I'll stutter on or like want to make sure that I get perfect, it's the intros. Like, if you think about it, if people don't get through your intros, they don't watch your video. So they're just really important to, like, I don't know if nail is the right way to put it, but they're just important to get right. Yes, please, TLDR. Okay, so basically what happened is Emma made a joke about OP, who's a man. OP's a man. OP has his own wife. Emma is married to her husband. Emma and OP meet at a pool so that their kids can hang out at the pool. Emma sees one of the kids that OP's kid was playing with and says, "Oh, that kid looks like you." And that was just like a funny joke to OP. He's like, he kind of does. Like, that's funny that you thought that. And so keep in mind, the husband isn't here. So, like, I do have to say, it is a little weird. Next time he sees Emma and the husband, he made a joke to the husband about, like, hey, can you go call my wife and kids, but make sure you don't accidentally call a kid who looks like me and it's actually my kid. And he was making that because of the previous encounter he had with Emma at the pool, where Emma thought that another kid was his kid when it in fact wasn't. So that happens, and there's that awkward situation where the husband doesn't think it's funny and is clearly frustrated, and Emma is also frustrated, and OP feels like he fucked up. So then OP tries to reach out to Emma. It doesn't happen. Couple months pass by, there's this engagement party. OP wasn't gonna go at first, but then he decided to actually go. He gets there. Emma's there. Emma's pissed because Emma thought OP wasn't gonna be there. And Emma blows up on OP in front of everybody, apparently, about how he ruined her marriage because he made that joke. And apparently, coincidentally, there was a situation where in the husband's family, Emma made a joke about someone looking like one of the husband's family members' kids. Emma made the same joke about somebody else, but it actually turned out that it was their kid because someone was cheating in that family. So it like ruined the husband's family. Something in the husband's family got messed up. So when OP made that joke, the husband thought that OP was making fun of him and his family, not that it was a callback to the pool. So because of that joke, the husband decided he wanted to separate from Emma, and now Emma is blaming OP. Emma blew up on OP at this engagement party, which ruined the engagement party because it was all anyone was talking about, which then made the people who were celebrating their engagement mad because the engagement party was no longer about them. It was about what happened with Emma and OP. Are we on the same page, chat? Was that a good TLDR? This is a crazy story, so it's kind of all over the place, but I did my best. So many location changes. Yes. Yep. Got location 1, the pool. Location 2, I think it was like a friend's house or something like that. And then location 3, which was this engagement party. I need a retelling from the other couple to get the whole picture. need that multiple perspective type shit. I get it, bro. I get it. All right, chat. I think I said my piece. Understood. The other guy's train of thought with that TLDR. Got you. Basically, like, he just thinks that OP, like, made fun of him. That OP, like, knew about it. And because Emma, like, told him and then he made fun of him, like, that's the reason for them separating. I don't know. I'm very curious to see where this goes, because I think it could go a couple different ways. All right, let's see if any of these relevant comments are important. It sounds like she's being blamed for someone else's infidelity, and her whole in-law family is gaslighting her. I kind of feel bad for her. OOP, I haven't actually thought of that. That entire thing must be really hard on her. I will try talking to her again in a few days, try to clear the air again, because she is a friend and she is clearly going through stuff. Like, I'm not super thrilled about how she called me out at a party, but at the same time, I don't know. I've known her for over 15 years. Oh yeah, I didn't even think about that. Like, I don't know. It does kind of seem like the husband is blaming Emma. Commenter 2. I'm curious if you reached out to the husband to try and explain, especially considering how everyone in your group is supposed to be friends. And if you did reach out to him, what did he say? OOP, I did not, and probably will not, since he and I were never really close like that. I liked him well enough, but he wasn't really the friendliest guy, at least with me. Yeah. Okay. And this is just people saying not the a-hole, basically. Okay. All right. Let's get into updates, chat. Update 1, October 19th, 2024. I am now updating you because the last few hours have been a lot. It turns out that when I wrote my post, I left out one critical piece of context. I thought I was a regular person living a normal life. Turns out I am Chaz, a side character on the worst Gossip Girl episode ever written. So after posting yesterday, reading replies, and thinking it over, I decided to reach out to Emma one final time. Some of you thought I shouldn't, and that these were, in fact, not my monkeys. Others made me realize that Emma was probably in a shitty situation with her husband and his family and was actively being gaslit. Now, of note here, while, as I mentioned, we're not as close as we used to be very close. She helped me pick out a spot and let me borrow her car for my first date with... Sorry. She helped me pick out a spot and let me borrow her car for my first date with who later became my wife. She was a significant part of my support system during some very rough times in my life. Despite everything, I still felt like I cared about her and wanted to work things out. This is no longer the case. See, from my perspective, I thought we were good friends. Then when she met her husband, we naturally drifted apart, and then this thing happened out of nowhere. This was not what it looked like from her perspective. How do I know? Well, buckle up, because this is absolutely unhinged. Oh, dear God. Okay. All right. Okay, hold on. Let me drink some water real quick, chat. Oh, shit. Get the fucking popcorn out, because this is when it gets real. So last night, before going to bed, I text her a long, thoughtful message. I explained that I do apologize for the part I played in ruining her marriage, and I understand she is going through a tough time. I understand if she wants nothing more to do with me, but if and when she feels she wants to talk it out, she is welcome to reach out, and I leave the ball in her court. I show this to my wife, and she is practically giddy. She tells me there is no way this shit doesn't blow up in my face, and I should have just cut my losses, like many of y'all said. I fucking love this wife, bro. Something about the vibe. Like, I kind of get it, bro. I kind of get it, you know? Oh, shit. Emma shows up at my house around 7 a.m. unannounced. I asked, WTF? She says she really needs to talk to me. I call my wife to the door and explain this. She sends me off with this woman because she understands this shit can only go poorly, and apparently she is here for it, and it's my own fault. Okay, I think he meant to say apparently she is not here for it. If the she is referring to his wife. She sends me off with this woman because she understands this shit can only go poorly. And apparently she is not here for it. And it's my own fault at this point. So as I said, from my perspective, we were friends. We drifted apart. From her perspective, for the last 15 years, she has been playing some weird game of 4D chess. Or 2 different games of 4D chess. Apparently, she had feelings for me back in college. And she was trying to nice girl her way into a relationship with me by being there for me when my dad died and when I was struggling with being single. She always gave me everything because she just assumed I would, at some point, come around. You'd think that me getting married or her getting married would change that, and it did, just badly. Apparently, her husband knew about her feelings, which is why he always kept me at a distance. We never drifted apart. He explicitly asked her not to meet with me anymore outside of large social gatherings. That day at the pool, yeah, that was her sticking it to him because he was away cheating on her or something, and he didn't like her hanging around me scantily clad. It wasn't just that he was upset at the joke. He was upset because apparently I was having an affair with his wife and rubbing it in his face. Makes no sense. I know. It gets worse. That thing at the wedding? Well, at least she didn't plan that. I told our friends getting engaged that I what? Wait, what? Wait. Hold on. What thing? Hold on. Let me just keep reading it. That thing at the wedding? Well, at least she didn't plan that. I told our friends getting engaged that I wasn't. Oh, I think he means at the engagement party. Okay, wait. That thing at the engagement party? Well, at least she didn't plan that. I told our friends getting engaged that I wasn't coming. She asked and verified this. She wasn't expecting to see me, and they told her I wouldn't be there. But once I showed up, she decided to exploit it. She intended to have a huge scene with me so that she could tell her estranged husband and friends that I ambushed her because she broke off our affair. Our affair. Apparently, we had an affair. Oh, what affair is that, you ask? I did too. Apparently, the story some people got was that she and I were having an affair, and it ended. And I was stalking her. Her husband left her because he found out. So people more inclined to believe her just thought that So people more inclined to believe her just thought that was what had happened and wanted nothing to. Oh, I see. Okay. Sorry, lots of words here. So people more inclined to believe her just thought that was what happened and wanted nothing to do with me anymore. So why did her husband actually leave? Well, some of you called it. According to her, he was cheating on her a bunch and overall, not a nice person. She never actually cheated on him, but used me to pretend that she did without my knowledge. So after the joke at the gathering, which may have indeed been in poor taste, they had a huge fight and he left the house. The fact that human beings like this are allowed to have kids. Like that's the real victim in this story, all right? The real victims of this story are the kids that Emma and this husband have together, cuz holy shit. As for the thing with his family, from what I gather, it was some dude sleeping with his cousin's wife or some such shit. So anyway, she tells me all this insanity and tops it off with that my message really moved her and we can still be friends. The reason she rushed to show up at 7 a.m., my message made her realize I am actually the only one who really cares about her and everyone else in her life is fake and doesn't really care. I'm not the sharpest tool in the shed, but now this sounds like some real manipulative shit to me. And now I'm thinking back to a lot of our previous interactions, and a lot of them also seem like that to me now. I am not a confrontational person. I was willing to accept that I fucked up. Maybe some of you are right and the joke was in poor taste, and I'm a huge a-hole for making it because I thought if he knew the story, he would get the call back. And if he didn't, I'd tell him a funny story about his wife. I accept all that criticism. But this? Fuck no. I was done. I tell her I am done with her shit. She can get back to her husband, She can get back with her husband, leave her husband, keep any friends she wants because I am fucking done. I can forgive a lot, but she had been basically not communicating with me for over 15 years. I was telling her everything about my life and my feelings, and I was absolutely appalled by just how much of a one-way street it turned out to be. I feel like I didn't ever really know her. Maybe I played a role in that too. Maybe I was self-centered or selfish and didn't consider her emotions or her signs. I don't know. And you know what? At this point, I don't think it matters. She lied to me so much. She lied to so many people so much. I just don't care anymore. I don't think there's anything left to this friendship to fix. And the worst part, I just gave you this huge update and I genuinely don't know how much of it is true. Maybe she has been completely honest with me. Maybe she lied about everything and we're still playing 40 chess. Who knows? I certainly don't. And that, more than anything, is why our friendship is over. Because even if I could forgive everything, I can never really trust her. Yeah, I mean, I mean, listen, bro, I would lean more towards she's trying to play more 40 chess. Because, like, where is it, bro? Where is it? This right here, this is some manipulative. This right here is some manipulated. Oh my god, this right here is some manipulator level shit. Like, for her to be like, oh my god, everyone is fake. You know what? You're the only person who really cares about me. Like, something about that is just no, bro. You take your wife's advice at this point and cut your losses. So that's that. There will probably not be any more updates because this was meant to be a lighthearted post and it turned out to be a whole total and it turned out into a total clusterfuck, and I'm just so tired and so sad. Spoiler alert, there is another update. I'm sorry if this wasn't as readable or coherent as my previous posts. This happened and I'm just exhausted. My wife has been very supportive, though I assume at some point I'm due some well-earned I told you so's. She knows there wasn't an affair and certainly no stalking, and most of my friends probably know that too. I may try to reach out to some others because, well, I don't know, maybe they were told even worse things about me, but I am just done with this. And now I'm going to spend what's left of this weekend with my family and try to put this shit behind me. Thank you all for reading and thanks for your advice. Okay, I don't think these are important. This is just like where the commenters are at. But wow. Holy shit, bro. Chat, I don't know if anybody is playing the nice girl or nice guy routine, that shit doesn't work, bro. Like that never works. I'm gonna tell you right now, letting the person that you're in love with borrow your car to go on another date and helping them plan a perfect date, not the way to get them. If you have feelings for someone, you should tell them that. And if they don't have feelings back, you cut them out of your life. Me personally, bro, like, not saying you can't bring them back in maybe one day if those feelings are gone and you can have a friendship, but like if there's feelings there, it's only gonna get more painful from there. Incredible, bro. That, oh god. Unhinged is an understatement. I agree, Avgate. Imagine if the Hubs was crazy, OP could have gotten a hit put on them. I mean, it sounds like he is kind of fucking crazy. Like, it sounds like he's a serial cheater at the least. So it wasn't a misunderstanding the criminal math. I mean, it does sound like the husband is also somewhat of a criminal. Like that whole, the duo was just like, I wouldn't even say criminal mastermind. I would say toxic people, like toxic masterminds. Like, yeah, Whenever someone tries to say that everyone is fake, I just know they're the problem. Oh, yeah. Is that an emote, Gender Ghost? Oh, you put quotations. I thought that was like a really small emote. I called it Emma's husband was threatened by OP. Oh, yeah. Ben looking like an unk. Hey, the story wasn't written super well, all right? I had to fill in some blanks here and there. You know what? Kree's so mean to me today. Link's sad for some reason. Maybe it's because Kree is so mean. Link, blink twice if Kree is being mean to you. Is that why you're sad? All right, chat. Shall we move on to the update, huh? How about that? All right. Update 2, October 22nd, 2024, 3 days later. Before I give the update, I should probably clarify some things that were brought up in the comments. First, when I said we were roommates, I did not mean we shared a literal room. We lived off campus in an apartment with another friend. Each had their own room. Second, to clarify, and more on this later, the only person she told about having an affair with me long-term was her husband, now ex. Everyone else heard about it only after the engagement party outburst. Third, my house already has cameras and security. My dogs and her never really got along, so I don't think she's going to be trying anything anyhow. Suppose they were the first to know what's up. All right, actual update. Well, unfortunately, I do not have the conversation with her recorded. I do have a text from her a later time where she confirms making it up. I did not block her because my wife said it might be better to let her incriminate herself further and have it documented. So I just let her do it for a while, and once I got her to admit she made the affair up, I stopped responding. Got increasingly angrier texts, but nothing yesterday, so hopefully that's done with. She said some pretty nasty shit about my wife, and I considered responding, but my wife laughed it off and said that's just how sore losers are, and I shouldn't engage any further, so I didn't. I also have screenshots from her husband where she talks about the affair she is supposedly having with me. Oh, so he did reach out to the husband. Okay. Oh, wait. How do I have those, you ask? Well, realizing how much she lied about me, it occurred to me that almost everything I know about her husband, let's call him Dave, comes even in... Oh. I'm going to change up the wording here. Well, realizing just how much she lied about to me... realizing just how much she lied about me, it occurred to me that almost everything I know about her husband, let's call him Dave, comes from her, even indirectly, and by this point, I suspect she might not be the most honest conveyor of an event. oh my God, conveyor of I want to keep saying invents, conveyor of events. So I took a risk and texted him to meet up. We had a long talk, and again, he might be lying, of course, but from what he said, he actually never cheated on her, though she often accused him of that. The innocent mistake she made with his family, yeah, she felt his cousin's wife was being a little bit too familiar with him, Dave, and started actively spreading the rumor the kid was his, maliciously. This understandably caused huge backlash and was one of the many things which caused Dave to want to leave. The interaction with me in that context was just the final straw. Thinking of that now, the mistake she made with me might not have been so innocent, and I think she might have tried to start some shit. And I think she might have tried to start some shit with my wife or the kid's mom Oh, I see. And I think she might have tried to start some shit if my wife or the kid's mom were less good-natured about the whole thing. So anyway, Dave is fighting for full custody so that could get really ugly. I don't know the legal nuance of divorce, but I assume he's in for a shitstorm. He really likes a lot of our mutual friends and has been a part of the group for quite a while, so he doesn't really want to have to leave or anything. And to be fair, having talked to him versus Emma, I tend to agree. We talked for a long time and he seems to be a pretty good guy, though I have been wrong before. And I offered some support because, well, having read my posts, you can probably assume what divorcing Emma is like. He worries about it and I understand him completely. So I offered support best I could and will probably continue to do so. So as for my friends, he could probably be very helpful if he has evidence of Emma making up the lies about him to like spike the husband, you know? Like he could be very, very useful. And they were roommates? So as for my friends, I sort of took y'all's advice, but not really. I didn't do a group text, but I did give a short summary of what happened and some choice screenshots to most of my friends. This started some conversation and a lot of tea was spilled and some realizations were made regarding the fact that a lot of drama that plagued our group over the years can actually be attributed to misunderstandings attributed to Emma. He said attributed to twice. Kind of pissing me off. Do I fix it? Can actually be attributed to misunderstandings from Emma. More tea ensued. Wife is having a blast. So yeah, some of my friends were gobsmacked since they didn't really hear Emma's story, but understood what a clusterfuck this was. Others were understanding. Emma's best friend blocked me, so she got nothing, but I suspect she'd remain unswayed regardless, and I suppose that's good. Most people I talked to felt we should probably cut contact from Emma, and that would be that. Her house in our neighborhood is owned by Dave, and she already moved out, so we're not supposed to be seeing too much of her day to day. I don't want to demonize her. I don't think she was evilly cackling as she tried to ruin lives. I think she's just a very troubled person, and I still hope she finds peace and friends and relationships that would help her through whatever the fuck she is going through, and mostly a good therapist. But this is no longer my circus, and she is not my monkey. And so I hope she does all of that way the fuck away from me. As for my wife, here things get a little tricky. See, my wife confessed that she and Dave were having an affair all this time, and so we're getting a divorce. I'm kidding about that last part, of course. God, could you imagine? No, my wife is awesome and remained awesome. Since the situation seems to be mostly resolved, she is now allowed to tease me about it, which she has been a lot. It might take a while to live this down, but otherwise we are doing well, and for the most part, things seem to have settled down with my friends. Though I may want to reevaluate some of my relationships with some of the ones who are more inclined to believe some pretty bad shit about me. And yeah, that's about it. Sorry there wasn't the crazy showdown some of you may have expected. I do think this thing is behind us now, and thank you all for reading and for your advice. Interesting. I didn't even think... I honestly was just... I'm glad that he reached out to the husband, because I was just thinking that what Emma was saying was true. But like, yeah, no, what he was saying makes sense. He should probably reach out. He should probably not take the liar's word to. He should probably not take the person who's confessed. He should probably not take the word of the person who confessed to lying to him for 15 years. So good on OP to reach out to the husband. This is, yeah, crap. I mean, I don't know where Emma is now, but like, you should try to completely disconnect yourself from them, because that she is just, wow. I don't know, as much as it's like, yeah, find your peace, hope you like get fixed, like, also not your circus, not your monkey, and you should keep it that way. He really likes the monkey saying. It's a good saying. It's like my fucky wucky saying, you know? He got Kree there for a second. Kree was like, I was about to lose it. Damn, that story took a lot longer to read than I thought it would. Holy shit. Wow. Well, that'll be a good story for the video. That'll be a very good one. Any last thoughts, chat? I'm gonna go fill up my water bottle, but I'll read your guys' thoughts and then we'll hop into this one. Oh, let me put my shoes on. Ah. Oh, baby. Damn, Beans has not made an appearance on stream yet. Give Beans some love. He's like back there. He's in my room back there. He's chilling. Maybe I'll go see him in a second. But I don't like to disturb him while he's sleeping, because like, he's one of those cats where like, once you disturb him, he's up and about. Summoning Beans with my heart, I know it to be true. Yeah, maybe he'll come. Beans. I don't remember where I put his treats. I know maybe we can lure the baby boy. Should we try it, chat? Should we try to lure the baby boy? Maybe I gotta open him. Give it a sec. He usually takes a second to like stretch and shit. There he is! It's our favorite white boy! It's our favorite sweet handsome man! Hey, pretty boy. Here, come up here. Come on. Come here. Oh, that might be too many. We'll give him 3. Beans, come here. Come here. Here. He doesn't like want to go to it. He like, I have to. Woo! Switch the blue snowball. All right. Ooh, hey guys, can you tell me, is my mouth synced up? It probably is not, low key. Pee pee boo boo. Yeah, I think it's probably way off. Oh yeah, you eat that shit, brother.
Oh, yeah. These are some good sounds. Wow, you've devoured that shit, bro. You devoured that shit. All right, we'll do one more. We'll do one more, huh? You want one more? You want one more? Yeah. Yeah. He's like, where's the rest of them? Hey, pretty man. Did you enjoy the treat? Say thank you. Say thank you, chat. Say thank you for my treats, chat. No? Where are your manners, Beans? Where's his manners? Where's your manners? Where's your manners, me handsome man? Oh, you want to hang with the gang? Oh. The back paw slipped a little there. Oh. Okay. Alright. Shit. Bro does not fuck with me like that. Bro doesn't fuck with me.
He said, fuck you, Dad. Stupid piece of shit. Alright, chap. We'll keep it reading. Oh. That was for you guys. You're welcome. You like that, chap? Alright, here we go. If I get awoken from my nap, it better be with food. That's a good point, actually. That's a very good point. He hungry after his nap. He's a little hungry. Hey, Lolly's in here. Lolly Candy, welcome. I feel like I haven't seen you in a stream in a hot minute. All right. Let's do it, chat. I have some of Bean's hair in my mouth. Hey, Sammy's in here too. Oh, what? I made it for stream? Hell yeah, you did, Sammy. Welcome. Welcome. We still got 4 stories, so we still got plenty of time, plenty of stories. Buckle in, all right, chat? Here we go. I, 35 male, was incarcerated and lost touch with a woman, 33 female. It's been over 10 years. Would it be wrong to contact her now? Original post, January 19th, 2023. When I was a university student, I fell in love with Daria, not her real name, obviously. She was the little sister of my best friend, so I considered her off limits, but my crush on her persisted and grew. She's one of those beautiful, brilliant people who is alive and breathing to make the world a better place. How could I not be drawn to that? One day, she told me she had feelings for me, and to my relief, my best friend didn't have a problem with me dating his sister either. So for 2 wonderful years, Daria was my girlfriend. I should have asked her to marry me. I don't know why I didn't. I suppose I thought I had all the time in the world. We were young, and there was no need to rush things. We lived in a country that isn't exactly democratic, and we were political activists. I ended up getting arrested and going to prison for 9 years. Please don't think I'm some sort of monster for this. I don't want to go into detail in case it makes me identifiable somehow, but we didn't hurt anyone or do anything immoral. What we did is not even illegal in the country where I currently live, and our beliefs were far from extremist. I haven't seen or spoken to Daria since the day I got arrested. My best friend died shortly after, and Daria left the country, partly due to the possibility that she'd be arrested too. There wasn't any way for her to contact me while I was in prison, though apparently she contacted my dad a few times in the beginning. Things got even worse in our country while I was incarcerated, so my dad and I emigrated when I was released. We've been living in Western Europe ever since, and life is pretty okay. I live with my dad, and I have a steady, if shitty, job. Months ago, I found Daria online. She lives in a neighboring country, 7 hours away by rail. She doesn't use social media too much, but from what I've seen, there's no evidence of a partner or kids. And even if she's married, I'd be content just to be her friend, as I was for the first years we knew each other. Part of me desperately wants to reach out to her, and my dad has been encouraging me to do so. But I feel like it'd be too selfish. The circumstances of her brother's death were very traumatic for her, and I'm afraid and I'm afraid that I'm just a living reminder of all the bad things that happened to us. And if she does have a partner, would my contacting her offend him and trouble their relationship? I don't want to cause her any more sadness. Time stood still for me while I was in prison, but I know it didn't. Time stood still for me while I was in prison, but I know it didn't for her or anyone else. She's done so well herself, she's built a whole life, and I don't want to derail that life just because I feel entitled to a place in it. She might not even remember me at all, and even if she did invite me back into her life, I'd be nothing but a burden now, owing to my wrecked mental health. We've been apart twice as long as I knew her. Have I even the right to miss her as much as I do? For now, I've contented myself with Googling her name every so often and seeing that she's okay. It just hurts a lot and don't know how to make it not hurt. I still love her with everything I have. I probably always will. Should I reach out to her or leave her alone? If I do contact her, what should I even say? Damn, what a fucking crazy love story. I don't know. I mean, y'all know I understand where he's coming from about like maybe his mental health's not in the right place. If she does have a partner, it could be, I don't know. Like, I don't think what he's, I don't think any of the scenarios that he's brought up don't have merit to them, but I'm also, they're all hypotheticals. Like, none of what he said has any like solid evidence to it. It's not real. So in my opinion, it's better to reach out to her and find out if one of those things might be the case. Like, hey, maybe it is too heavy and too much of a reminder for her. Or maybe she does have a partner and there's no place for you in her life. Or maybe your mental health is wrecked and for you guys to be together right now just isn't in the cards. But I think it's way better to reach out to, I think it's way better to at least try, to at least not live with the regret of like, should I have, and like every day that you wait, it's just becoming more likely that she's going to get a partner and not have a place for you in her life. I'd much rather be told no than not know at all. That's my personal philosophy on life. I don't know, maybe you guys will disagree with that, but I just think that's a great way to live your life. I'm trying to think, chat, like, I don't know, maybe, obviously it's I don't know. I think what would be great is if you could get in contact with her and be like, hey, I don't know, you'll have to tell me if you think this is over the line, but I think he should plan a trip to where she lives and then reach out to her and be like, hey, I'm out of prison. Hi. I'm also going to be in your country on this day. I would love to see you. If not, whatever. Like, I think that's the best. Like, for you guys to have had a relationship together and have this ending with no closure on it, I do think an in-person meeting is the best way for you guys to reconnect and also figure out if there is a place for each other in each other. And figure out if there's a place. And figure out if you guys being in each other's life makes sense. That's how I want to say that. Hey, Lobster Eyes is in here. Oh my God, bro. Everyone's showing up, showing out. You missed Bean Streets? Yeah, you guys did miss Bean Streets. It was pretty cute. I think he just, oh no, he's right there. I was like, did bro just like dippity doo? He got his treats and dippity doodad back to his little nappy boy. I just got back from my girlfriend's soup flight party. Turned out to be a birthday party for me. for me. Oh, that's so fun. She gave me some majorly cute gifts and baked me a cake that looked like a skull. Fun. Happy birthday, by the way. Was it your birthday today? When was your birthday, Sammy? Man, I hope it works out for them. Me too. I'm such a hopeless romantic. I want to say yes, he should instantly. Write a letter and leave it in the mailbox. I think in person, Chad. Is that too far? Or at least like here's the thing, Chad. I think speed is of the essence here. Because all right, look. I'm not saying this is the right thing to do necessarily. But even if she's with somebody, maybe she's in her head, she's I'm never going to see this guy again. I should just settle for somebody who I can tolerate to marry. I don't know. That is a possibility. If that's the case, time is of the essence. Every day that you aren't reaching out to her is a day more that she could potentially not have a place for you in her life in that way. I think time is of the essence. I would literally plan a trip for the next week and reach out to her ASAP Rocky. Try to get her phone number if possible. Call her and be I know it would be a huge surprise, shoddy, but also it's I don't know. That's me personally. I'm a speed person. I'm such a hopeless romantic. I want to say yes, he should instantly. He will live the rest of his life wondering if he doesn't try to get in contact. Yes. Yep. Which is no fun. Just no fun. All right, chat. Let's keep it going. I'm very curious. Oh yeah, we got plenty of updates for this one. All right, here we go. Update 1, January 26th, 2020. Update 1, I contacted her and she responded. January 26th, 2023. The consensus was that I should, and people gave very good advice on how to do that. First, I want to... Okay. I sent Daria a message the evening after I made my post. It was something like, I don't mean to intrude, but I wanted to say hello and thought I would give you my new contact information in case you ever felt like getting in touch. If not, that's completely fine too. I left her my mobile number and email address. Wished her well, and that was that. I knew it might be a while before she responded, if she responded at all, so I tried to put it out of my mind. Early Monday morning, my phone rang. It was an unfamiliar number from the country where Daria lives. Who else would ever be calling me from there? I panicked a little bit, but I managed to answer in time. She asked a few times if it was really me, and I couldn't tell if she was laughing or crying. At first, she called me by the very affectionate version of my name she used to, but then she quickly apologized and corrected herself, which broke my heart a little bit. It was an awkward phone call, but not in a bad way. I was extremely nervous, and it seemed like she was too, but happy also. Some of you mentioned that Daria would want to know that I was safe, and this was more true than I could have guessed, because unrest in my country increased a lot during the last year I was in prison. She was afraid that they would decide to quietly kill me rather than let me go. There are documented cases of other prisoners like me. There are documented cases of other prisoners like me having met very suspicious ends in the months before my release, so it wasn't a totally unreasonable worry. She also said she repeatedly tried to send me parcels of supplies and put money on my commissary account, but her attempts were rejected without explanation. After my sentencing, I was not allowed to receive correspondence or to have a commissary account at all because of the classification of my crimes, so she was forced to give up. She told me this as an apology, as if I would have been disappointed with her for not helping me more. I had no idea she had done any of that. I do know that it was not a safe thing for her to do, and I feel terrible that she put herself at risk trying to make me a little more comfortable. She didn't seem to want to talk about what happened any more than that, and so we didn't. We changed the subject to more lighthearted things, our jobs, the cities where we live, how my dad is adapting to a new country, etc. When she arrived at work and had to end the phone call, she asked if I wanted to continue talking through a messaging app. Obviously, I said yes and downloaded it immediately. We sent messages throughout the day, and she even interrupted her commute home to send me a picture of a restaurant modeled after one of my favorite books, just because she thought I would like it. She told me that she thought of me every time she saw it, but unfortunately, the restaurant itself was not so good. I was afraid she wouldn't remember me, but she even remembers the things I like to read. She remembers a lot of the little things, even stuff I forgot. Stop, bro. If this ends in her having a husband or some shit, I'm gonna be fucking pissed. We have been sending messages back and forth ever since, talking on the phone after I finish work at night until she gets too sleepy. Sometimes it feels like I'm 24 and she's texting me from a few blocks away, as if the next thing she might ask is, "What's for dinner?" Other times it seems like we're trying to will dead versions of ourselves back to life in order to avoid acknowledging what we've lost. She seems a lot more timid than she used to, more passive, which I suppose makes sense. Sometimes I worry about how much I've changed, and maybe she won't find anything left in me that's worthy of her. But if I could express in words what it feels like to hear her laugh, I could explain that there's also a lot that we know very well. She hasn't lost her kindness or her warmth or her empathy. She still cares about me, and I still care about her. I know that rebuilding a friendship after all that's happened will take lots of patience, and I have plenty to spare. I'm just happy to have the chance to get to know her again. This morning, Daria asked if I wanted to have a video call sometime this weekend. I agreed, but I'm ashamed to admit that as much as I wanted to see her, I am very I agreed, but I'm ashamed to admit that as much as I want to see her, I'm very nervous. I look so different than she would remember. My jaw's messed up and I have the teeth of a hockey player. Fortunately, I will qualify for healthcare insurance soon and be able to have it fixed. I lost weight that I haven't put back on, and I see an old man in the mirror. I'm also worried that I will get very emotional when I see her and embarrass myself that way. I don't really cry in front of people. I'm not used to it, and this doesn't seem like a good occasion to start. Aside from not wanting to appear pitiful, I don't want her to feel forced to comfort me. If anyone has some advice on how to handle this, it would be much appreciated. Oh, the edit we were looking for. Just to clarify, she doesn't have a husband or kids. Let's go, my boys, back in fucking business. As I said in my first post, I only considered contacting her because there was no evidence of a partner on her social media, but I understand that my first post wasn't visible for a while, so okay. All right. As I said in my first post, I only considered contacting her because there was no evidence of a partner on her social media. Sorry, guys, I wanted to change the cadence because I'm not going to include this part. Okay. So what's the question? I don't want her to feel forced to comfort me. If anyone has some advice on how to handle this, it would be much appreciated. I think maybe he should give her the heads up. What does chat think? Like, I think it would be very appropriate for him to be like, "Hey, I'm excited for this video call. Just so you know, so it's not like a surprise shoddy. A lot has changed. My jaw's messed up. My teeth are messed up. I'm going to get them fixed. But for right now, it is what it is. And I look like an older man." I think that's fine to say. I don't think she's going to care, but I think it is a good way to be like, "Here are my cards." Because then she'll probably be like, "I don't fucking care." And you'll be like, "Oh, cool. Anxiety relieved." Me personally, I don't know. Chat, do you guys agree with that? Oh my God, I'm so rooting for them. Me too. This is like some sappy romance movie shit. It better end well. I agree, Av. Did it say when he went to prison? I'm at work. Didn't hear most of the story. This is so cute, though, from what I've heard. I mean, it was 9 years ago. So, what is that, 2014? Oh, this is from 2023. Yeah. But yeah, it's 2014. Hey, Glow's in here. Welcome, Glow. Good to see you. It's been a little while. Hey, Josie's back in here. Josie, welcome to the stream. Good timing. This is a great story, bro. Why doesn't my Twitch tell me when you're live? Josie, if you are not in the Discord, I would hop in there. That's where you can hear more from like when I go live and stuff, you know? Also, subtle plug for the Twitter again. You know what? I'm going to send my Twitter in here real quick. I would use it more. I've been using it more. I just don't have like a lot of followers. I'm following everybody back on Twitter. So if y'all want to follow me on Twitter, I'll follow you back. But this is a great way. I want to start using Twitter more to let people know when I go live. And you can turn on like post notifications and stuff. But also, oh yeah, how do I join the Discord? Let me get you the link. Here we go. Discord link right there. Go hop in the Discord. Can you at me in general? And when I at you, and if you at me in general, I'll put you in our stream gang. So that's where I actually talk about like it's only people who go to the streams, and I'll come in there and I'll like literally be like, hey, this is what I'm thinking for stream, or like ask you guys like what kind of things you want. That's the best place. Oh, also Gender Ghost can help you if you at Gender Ghost. That's so rude of Twitch not to give you guys notifications. God, double check the notifications are on. I think it automatically turns them on, but just I would definitely double check. That's so sad because I always get notifications, bro. Oh my God, my sister's going to Chicago. What the fuck? Why didn't she tell me? I would have driven. Maybe not. I don't know. I got free nitro. Got to use it for like another 2 months. Yeah, thank you, Gender Ghost. Thank you for the nitro boost. I get them for Queso and Jack's Film, so I don't know. That's so ripped. I wonder if it's because I'm a small streamer, bro. Guys, make sure you're in the Discord. That's the one place I consistently post about going live on. I need to be better. I was really good about posting on Twitter and YouTube when I went live places. I just fucking forgot this week. This weekend's kind of been all over the place, but I will go live again. I just keep in mind, I always go live. I always go live on Thursdays and Sundays. Right now, it seems like consistently, I will go live around 5 or 6 p.m. Once again, being in the Discord, best way to know when I'm going live. Oh, hi, Mr. Beans. All right, chat. Let's keep it going, bro. I'm very curious. I'm very curious about this last update here. All right. Update 2, March 23rd, 2023. I told Daria that I was nervous about the video call, and she insisted on having it right away so that I could get over it with and stop worrying. Seeing her made everything feel real in a way it hadn't before. She still looks like herself, or even more beautiful. Different only in the sense that she is fully an adult now. The place she lives is very different from our home country, with a distinct culture to which she has assimilated. That she had time to adapt and feel completely at home in this place broke the illusion that no time had passed. Hi, Beans. Yeah? Is this what we're doing today? Is this what we're doing? Is this what we're doing? Wah, wah, wah. Kitty on my arm while I read. In hindsight, that was probably the real reason I'd been so nervous, because I could no longer occasionally forget myself and pretend that nothing had changed. The hardest part was not being able to reach through the screen and put my arms around her. Sitting there and watching someone you love cry from a distance is not easy. I barely noticed that I was crying too. Stop, bro. That's so cute. Beans, you hearing that shit? That's so cute. Oh, now he put his butt in my face. Thank you. Thank you. I really like seeing your butthole. Sorry, that was mean. No. Oh, I thought he was gonna come bite me. Oh, dude, he wants to be the little star. Every stream. Every goddamn stream, he just wants to be the little star. This is what you want? You want more camera time, Beans? You want more camera time? Oh, don't do that. I don't want to see that. Hey, don't bite me now. I'll bite you back. Oh, you trying to fight? You guys, is the mic picking that up? Why are you so mean? Chat, clip that, bro. He's such a meanie. Bro's such a little meanie weenie head. I get other people's notifications, not yours, though. What the fuck? Do I, like, have something on that, like, it doesn't... What? I mean, it says I have a go live notification. I don't know, chat. I don't know, guys. I'm fucking pissed, bro. I'm pissed. All right, we'll keep going. We'll keep going. All right. She didn't seem surprised at my appearance, but she did eventually look me over and ask if the food was shit where I lived. I explained about my jaw and that I'm getting it fixed. Less dental work is required than I thought, but I need a surgery. Her response was to ask for my address and order groceries to be delivered, including a lot of soft snacks that are easy to eat. And these no. Sorry, Beans is on my computer. Yeah, you know you're not supposed to be up there. All right. Sorry, guys. It's covered, so it would be very hard, but like, he has before gone on top of my computer while I was streaming and pressed the power, or not streaming, while I was editing. I was editing and he jumped on the computer and pressed the power button while I was in the middle of editing. And guess who didn't save the edit? That was a long time ago. I've learned my lesson, but he's no longer allowed on there. Okay, her response was to ask for my address and order groceries to be delivered, including a lot of soft snacks that are easy to eat and these meal substitution drinks that are actually tasty. She sent them every week since, even though I tell her it's not necessary. When I wanted to pay her back, she laughed at me and said she owed me a lot of food because I had kept her from starving to death in university. I love being able to cook for her, and I suppose it makes her just as happy to feed me now. Stop it. This is making me feel so goddamn single. It's so fucking cute, but I'm like, when is it? Dear God. I'm seeing, I mean, granted the dude was in prison, so please don't do that to me. That would suck, but I see what you do for other people. When is it my turn? Please. Okay. We talk every day and have made video calls a regular habit. It does me so much good just to see her face, and the awkwardness is mostly gone now. It's easy to talk to her. Last night, she brought her computer into the kitchen, talked to me while doing the washing up, and talked to me while doing the dishes. It's amazing how mundane things like that can make me feel normal and at home in ways I forgot I could. I never thought I'd be that stupidly happy to see someone washing coffee cups. I'm beginning to think that the idea of home as a physical place is a misconception. She likes to send photos to show me where she lives, what her life is like now. She was curious about how things are the same or different here. I didn't want to admit that I don't have much of a life to share back. Going places just didn't seem worth the effort. She is, though. Stop, that's a fucking bar. Dude, homeboy's got Riz. Homeboy's got that like lovey-dovey sappy shit Riz, and I respect it. At first, it was very small things. She would send a picture of a pastry she'd bought at a cafe, saying that she thinks her city has better pastries than mine. I would go out and get one so I could send her a photo too. Then it was beer, which city has better parks, interesting architecture, a department store, and so on. I figured out quickly that she was trying to coax me into going out more, but I played along to make her happy. I've seen more of my city in the past month than the entire time I've lived here before. I've been to the art museum and finally joined my colleagues for a beer. Usually I go places for short durations at the less crowded times, but I'm still going, which is something. Daria used to be very sociable, so I thought that whatever happened, at least she wouldn't be too lonely. I was wrong. There is a lot she could never tell her friends because they can't relate. They would feel sorry for her and cease to be equals. They would feel sorry for her and cease to be equals, she says. Our experiences are different, but we are more able to understand each other than other people could. And despite her own burden, she has quietly picked up half the weight from my shoulders without ever being asked to. I am in awe of her simply for being the kind of person who would. Oh, God, this is so fucking cute, bro. For Women's Day, I sent her some orchids, and she was very happy that I remembered her favorite flower. The things I can do to make her smile are so small, and she deserves so much more than I know how to give her. But I would do anything for this woman, and I am learning. There are protests happening where she is with riot police and tear gas. Whenever this happens, she feels nervous and has difficulty sleeping. Now, at least, I can stay on the phone with her at night so she's not alone. Aside from the anxiety, there is also a sense of nostalgia. She talks about when that was us making noise in the street. I'm glad she has good memories too and doesn't have to be alone with them anymore. Finally, the reason I am updating now, she is coming to visit. We were talking last night and I mentioned that a church near me has special windows designed by an artist she loves, and I was thinking about going to see them eventually. She said it would be unfair of me to go without her, so I invited her to come with me. And then somehow it turned from vague future plans to being scheduled for next Saturday. She was going to come for the day, but I told her it was silly to travel so far to stay for such a short time and suggested to stay the entire weekend. So she will be here from Friday until Sunday. I haven't really had time to be nervous yet, but I'm sure I will. Dude, come on. Then that's the last update, bro? There's no way there's not another one. Sad. I'm so disappointed, chat. That's so cute. I want to know. Can you show me? Please, 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 please. Petition for user /throw RA947838593 to update us, because what a cliffhanger, bro. They better be married with kids by now. All I'm saying. I can see why he loves her. Exactly. It's so cute. So fucking cute. They're so perfect for each other. Why am I so fucking single? Oh. Okay. Anyways, chat. You better revisit the story later on. I mean, hey, if they ever leave an update, y'all got to send that shit to me ASAP. All right. Shh. Cree, shut the fuck up. Cree is stepping on my throat today. Cree is making sure I remember that I stutter. You are such an asshole, bro. Oh my god, dude. Cree is the bane of my fucking existence. Bro, while I was reading, I had there were 15 viewers, 16 viewers. And then I stopped reading and they're like, fuck this Asian man. They left. All right, chat. Let's take a little breather here before we get into the next story. I'm going to run another 3 minutes of ads because I realize I haven't done that since the start of the stream. So anybody new coming in is going to get hit with ads. So let me run my ads. For the people subbed, you can just hang out and chat with me. New people who hopped in here. Glow. Who else hopped in here? Lobster Eyes hopped in here. Josie, what did you guys get up to this weekend? Let me know. We'll yap for a bit, and then once people are back from the ads, we can continue. They were just invested in the story. That's fine, but stay for the stream, please. Please. Oh, they just gotta start hating on me as hard as Cree does. Guys, the next story too is fucking crazy. The next story, chat, is I should have teased this, but I just took a DNA test. Turns out I'm 100% that bitch. No, I'm just kidding. Turns out I'm 23% related to my husband. What I just took a DNA test. Turns out I'm 23% related to my husband. I'm not subscribed and I don't get ads. What? That's crazy. Yo, you are chosen, Josie. They said no ads for Josie. Josie's too cool. Only a fourth incest. That is a fucking line, Curry. Holy shit. Chosen one type beat. Imagine being 23% related to your husband. Oh my god, this was written on my birthday. That's crazy, chat. That's crazy. Are ads going on right now? Yes, they are. Are they not? Did Twitch not show you guys my ads? Is Twitch like, fuck this Asian man? We're not giving him any, we're not running any ads? Because I don't have any either. All right, fuck, dude. Twitch just said, oh, you wanted to make revenue on our platform? Pussy, like that was Twitch. That was Twitch right there. Damn, no notifications and no ads. First YouTube and now Twitch hates you, bro. All the social media platforms hate me, bro. They all just hate me, bro. It's because I'm Asian. This is a hate crime for sure, for sure. For real, on God. They just don't fuck with me like that. They think I'm smelly or something, bro. I'm gonna have to call up. I'm gonna have to call up the YouTube support line and be like, why do y'all hate me? Why do y'all hate Asian people? All right, this ain't cool. You know what you should do? Like Asian people. It's a good life lesson. All right, chat. Racist. They are racist. That's what I'm saying. All right, chat. All right. Well, it says that if you did get ads, they're done now. But apparently, Twitch was like, nah, bro, fuck your chicken strips. You ain't making any revenue off this stream, bro. Although we did have the Prime subscription. Shout out, Flick. Y'all, I gotta duck out because I have an early morning tomorrow. Catch y'all at the next stream. Avgates, thank you so much. You know the VOD will be live on YouTube. I've seen your comments over there on my VOD channel, so you can always catch up there. All right, guys, let's go on to the absolute crazy shit show story. That is, I just took a DNA test. Turns out I'm 23% related to my husband. Original post, October 8th, 2024. I've known my whole life that I'm donor conceived. I grew up in New South Wales and my parents were always open about it, so it was never some big secret. I didn't think much about it beyond that, though, until a couple years ago when my husband and I decided to take an oh my god, why do I keep saying it like that? Until a couple of years ago, when my husband and I decided to take an ancestry DNA test. We thought it would be fun. Maybe I'd find some half-siblings, and he'd learn a bit more about his side of the family. Well, we got the results, and I matched with him, my husband, as a half-sibling. Girl, that's a little more than 23%, I think. At first, I thought it had been some kind of mistake, or maybe I misunderstood something. But no, after looking into it, we realized his dad was also a donor, and no one ever told him. Now, here we are, married for years with 2 kids, and we're still trying to figure out how to process the fact that we're siblings. I think I would have no choice but to Kermit soup decide. Me personally, I'm not saying that's what you should do, but me personally. Oh, God. I don't even know how to explain how I feel. It's just overwhelming. I love him, of course, but this changes so much. We've already spoken to a genetic counselor and we're trying to move forward, but it's like everything we thought we knew about our family has been flipped upside down. I just feel kind of lost. Has anyone else here gone through something like this? I sure fucking hope not. That This better not be a common thing to happen. I'd really appreciate hearing from anyone who has dealt with something similar, or even just your thoughts. The edit they added was this blew up. The edit they added was, I'm going to speak to my husband about family therapy again and sit on this information. We have no interest in going public at this point. Yeah, I don't think I'd ever go public with that. Especially your kids, bro. Like, listen, you guys got to do what you guys got to do. If that means divorce, if that means, like, whatever that means. But, like, I'm pro never tell your kids. Me personally, like, never tell your kids. All right, chat. Y'all might call me fucked up for this. Y'all might call me mad fucked up for this, but if they can get through it and come to terms with it, shit, man, like, I'm not gonna judge them. Like, genetically, they're related, but, like, family-wise, they're not. So I really don't think they did anything wrong. This is just all the stars and planets aligned in the worst fucking way imaginable. And because of that, they're related. Is it still gross? Yes. But, like, also it's if they can get past it, like, I'm not going to judge them. I'm not. I'm really not. I would just say keep that shit buried. Don't tell anybody. Keep that shit. Take that shit to your deathbed, bro. Because no. That's about to be a deep, dark family secret. I don't know. Like, I think, and listen, I'm just saying, if that's where you guys want to go, do that. If you guys can't live through this, like, just amicable divorce. Like, I'm more saying if this ends and they're like, we decided to stay together and work through it because fuck that. Honestly, like, I don't know. Like, they didn't do anything wrong. It's not like they knowingly did this, you know? It's just like, this is just awful, bro. This is just a series of unfortunate events times a billion. Like, ugh. The bullies will get creative for sure. Yeah, no, 100%. Never tell the kids. The kid's bully's gonna be like, yo, mama's so ugly, her family had to marry her. Okay. All right. All right. I just looked at your Instagram and realized we're from the same state. My Instagram? I feel like I don't even post where I live on my Instagram. God, my sister is kicking my ass in fantasy. I don't remember the last time I tagged where I'm from on my Instagram. I, like, don't tag my location ever. I mean, I've said I live in Minnesota. I need to change my highlights. My highlights are so stupid now. Yeah, when's the last time I fucking tagged my shit? She said I hate my day job. Oh my god, guys, look how fucking cute this picture is of Beans, bro. Look at him. He's literally hugging my arm. That's so fucking sick, bro. Dude is so cute. I want to smooch his dumb little head. It's giving The Smile Has Left Your Eyes. It's a K-drama with an incest plot. I recommend it for different reasons, LOL. Damn. Damn, bro. I mean, I remember, y'all ever read the Mortal Instruments series? Dude, I remember the twist in that. Sorry to ruin this for y'all, but like, I don't give a fuck. The twist in it is that like the main girl and the main guy who are like in love with each other, the villain who ends up being their dad was like, oh yeah, y'all are related. And that like blows both of their minds. They're like, we've already kissed. Like, oh, he actually loves you. He was sleeping though. I think he loves me. I think he just also kind of hates me. It looks like the series has left Netflix. Oh, yeah, at least it was just a kiss. This is a little bit more intense. Okay, let's see if these relevant comments are important. Okay, relevant comments. Commenter 1, I think you need some family counseling. First between you and your husband, then later down the road when you inevitably tell your children. I don't know, man. I'm very much on. Like, here's the thing, bro, is like this doesn't really affect the kids that much, you know? Like, in my opinion, like, I think ignorance is bliss in this case. Your kids do not want to know that they are incest babies. Just me personally, bro. Like, if I'm an incest baby, that would be incredibly difficult. But in case I was, I hope I go to the grave and never figure that out. I'm not sure if you are able to take leave from work, but it would be a good idea to look into that because this is absolutely something you need to process without work distraction. OOP, I'm in therapy myself, but unfortunately my husband is not open to that right now. He's in a big denial phase and does not wish to talk about it. Commenter 2, I'm so sorry. This was bound to happen somewhere in the world at some point, given the current unregulated fertility industry that puts profits above the rights and interests of the donor conceived child. If you are up to it and think it would help, I have a few pieces of media to recommend. The Man with 1,000 Kids, a documentary on Netflix. I saw that. That one's crazy. That one's that's the one where like the head of the donor clinic was the one donating his sperm. And then everybody figured out once ancestry.com came around, they're like, holy shit, we all, like 80 of us link back to this. Laura High, a content creator and advocate for DCP on TikTok and Instagram. Multiple books have helped me, such as Inheritance by Danny Shapiro, Uprooted, and The Lost Family. I have not come across this particular scenario where children were conceived by accidental incest between DCP, but a lot of people have other traumas related to the industry and have explored that. I also understand if you don't want to research the situation. I didn't when I first learned I was DCP by surprise. Talking to someone is important, though. You will be okay. Your kids will be okay. It's super weird and icky that this happened, but it's not your fault. I've actually seen most of that media and read a couple books from Australian DCP. I'm lucky to have been told early that I was donor conceived. It was never a huge factor in my life until now. Huh. Well, there's a bunch of resources for you. That's, ugh. All right. I just want to hop in this update, man. I just want to hop into this last update, man. October 24th, 2024. First, I've been in individual therapy and working through everything. It's been incredibly helpful to have a space to just unravel my thoughts. My husband has told me that he's open to couples therapy, which is a big step for us, and I'm hopeful it will help us navigate this together. To confirm some things, yes, my father-in-law is the donor, which makes him not only my husband's father, but also mine. This was a lot to take in. We're both really angry that my husband's dad never told him the truth, and at the moment, neither of us are talking to him. It's just too much. Wait, I'm confused. Is this like, did the dad know? I just assumed it was like a sperm donation. You know? Like, here's, and maybe I'm reading this wrong, but I thought that this was just the dad donated sperm at some point in his life, and that just happened to be the sperm that their parents chose to be, that OP's parents chose to create their child. In that case, I actually think it's more OP's parents' fault. Like, if you, like, shouldn't you, I don't know, shouldn't you, like, I don't know. Do you guys see what I'm saying? Like, if you conceive a kid through through other means of fertility, shouldn't you, when said kid starts dating and is engaged to someone, shouldn't you maybe do your due diligence there? Not saying that it should be required, but also, like, maybe it should be. I don't know. I don't know why we're blaming the, I don't know. I don't know why we're, I don't know why, I don't know, but I also just don't feel comfortable about blaming the husband's dad here and being angry at him. Like, maybe bro was maybe just trying to pay for rent for college or something. I'm not very sciencey, but if it's her father-in-law, how's it only 23%? I don't know, Creep. They're probably upset that they're probably upset they didn't know he was a donor in general and that he potentially had more kids out there. Yeah, but I also just think, like, I mean, you don't have to disclose that. I don't know. I mean, I've never donated sperm, but, like, if my dad did, I wouldn't expect him to, like, tell me about it. I don't know, maybe though, because you're right, actually, because then it's like, oh shit, there is a chance I could go and date somebody. I don't know. They don't notify sperm donors when their donations are used or with who. There's no way he knew she was one of his donors. Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at, Sammy. Like, I don't know. All right, well, if I ever date a girl who was conceived through a sperm donation, I'll be like, hey, yo, let's just double check. Let's just make sure here. Because holy shit. All right, let's keep going. We've also discovered about 40 other siblings so far, all of whom live nearby. Holy fuck. That was another layer of this experience we weren't prepared for. We haven't met them all yet, but knowing they're out there brings its own set of challenges and questions. As for our marriage, no, we're not divorcing. We love each other and are committed to working through this, but we haven't told our children yet. We plan to get professional advice before we do. This isn't something we want to rush into without understanding the best way to approach it for their sake. I know many of you are part of the donor conceived community, and I just want to say that while I'm very aware and involved in spaces like We Are Donor Conceived, and I follow creators like Laura High, Donor Dylan, The Queer Mama, Rachel, Strangers Like Me, DC, Sunny, Evie Lucas, etc., I'm not interested in speaking to anyone publicly about our situation. I'm really proud of people like Victoria Hill for going public, but that's not what's best for my family right now. Huh. Wow. Just wow. 40 kids? Is that normal? I'm curious, chat. How many kids can be conceived from one sperm donation? I'm curious. Okay, this. Okay, that's not very helpful. I want to know, like, from one batch of sperm, maybe I got it, like, from one donation of sperm, how many kids can be conceived? You know what I'm saying, chat? Like, holy shit. A single sperm donation could potentially result in up to 25 children being conceived. Yo, you're saying every time I spank the meat, that's just like 25 kids getting shot into nothing? Like, oh my god. Okay. Wow. Listen, I mean, I knew, like, obviously, like, there's a ton of sperm cells in there, but that was not, I was thinking like 3 or 4, but 25? Like, dude probably just like donated twice. Was just getting a little extra shmoolah to pay his rent. Wow. Wow. Yeah, Glow, like it doesn't mean he necessarily got busy. It's like, I think what probably happened is because, like, I know when you donate sperm, they're looking for like people who are super fertile. Like, there are guys who are more fertile than others. And then when they find guys who are more fertile than others, they offer you even more money because that means that's more fertile sperm that they can charge people to impregnate. Like, it's a sound business for them. Wow. Just, oh my God. Oh, wow. Just fucking wow. I had a coworker when I worked at Wendy's 13 years ago. She was a lesbian, and her longtime girlfriend wanted to conceive. They asked another male coworker to sleep with one of them so they could avoid insemination costs. No, actually, like, that shit's expensive. They make bank off of that shit, bro. So if you repopulate the earth as the only man, you could go a drop for you, another for you. No, dead ass. Like, if you're a super fertile dude, I think so. Hey, Flick's gotta go. It's nearly 2 a.m., but I've had fun being back on stream. Enjoy the rest of it. Thanks for joining in, Flick. Good to see you, and thank you for the Prime sub. I appreciate you. I hope to see you in some more live streams. Today was particularly late that I went live. I'm hoping to maybe go live earlier and later on streams. Oh my God, Sammy, they did. It took like 6 months of regular contact for them to finally conceive. Damn. That'd be kind of cool. How many women get the sperm per donate? See, that's what I was trying to figure out, Josie. I don't know. But it sounds like depending on, you know, how much you produce, like, that shit can spread. Wow. Just wow. Oh my goodness, chat. What a story. Just wow. I don't even think I have any input on like what you should or shouldn't do. I'm just praying for you, bro. Wait, hold on. Let me check if they added another Okay, that was their last update, unfortunately. Oh man. Okay, cool. Let's keep going, chat. Let's keep it rocking and rolling. I'm gonna try to keep this stream at like 3 hours, so we got like 30 minutes to cook through 2 stories. All right, here we go. My new employee ran a background check on me and asked me about what he found. This one has a 5-year update. Original post, August 7th, 2019. I started a new position recently and was promoted quickly to a management position. Great. I have a long supervisory background, looking forward to helping in a wider capacity. One of my direct reports is a very conscientious and ambitious young man named Scott, who I have found pleasant to work with. Last week, during a normal conversation about a project, Scott brought up that he had done a background research. Scott brought up that he had done a background search on me and then asked me about an arrest on my record, an insurance snafu that led to a driver's license snafu, and when I was pulled over for a normal traffic stop in a rather conservative county, I spent a night in lockup, which was both humiliating and illuminating. This is not immediately Googleable. I gave it a try myself after he brought it up, and some of the specificity of the details he used leads me to believe he went to one of the publicly available background report sites and paid the nominal fee to obtain a detailed report. This question was framed as that he had been doing some research and wanted to clarify what happened in X state because it wasn't clear if the arrest was in X or Y state. I lived in Y state more recently, but there's nothing easily found that links the two without paying for it. In the moment, I answered truthfully that these items were from more than a decade ago and were the result of a particular set of circumstances. I then excused myself from the conversation and returned to my office. The longer I think about it, the more weirded out I am. Scott would like to advance, and I feel like a follow-up conversation is definitely warranted, but I'm struggling with an approach aside from, hey, you super violated a boundary for me, and that will go over like a ton of bricks if you do it with future managers. To be fair, this is an overtly aggressive office culture, and asking to explain your professional background in a fair amount of detail to coworkers/employees is par for the course. But I understand having a background check run by the company during the hiring process. I'd like to keep my personal background personal, and while I'm not wild about discussing this embarrassing incident, my reaction was more of a how and why did you obtain this information than a deep, dark secret that I'm worried might come to light. How do I let go of my weirded out feeling, and how do I best address this in a follow-up conversation? Here's the thing, chat, is like those background check, honestly, all of y'all could, I don't know. I'm torn here because like those background check companies are open to the public. Like if you guys wanted to run a background check on me, you could literally do that. Who am I to sit here and be like, oh, don't? Like, I don't know. I think that like the only thing he did wrong here was like bring it up to OP. Don't get me wrong, it's very intrusive, but I don't know. Chat, let's do that. Don't. I mean, I don't think you'd find anything. I've gotten a couple speeding tickets, a couple parking tickets that'll pop up. I don't think there's anything else though. I'm trying to think. Actually, you probably would find the case that I got punched in the face my freshman year of college, before my freshman year of college. I think you'd find that. But other than that, I mean, I didn't do anything wrong in that one. That one's just weird. Yeah, I mean, okay. I mean, the problem here is that OP feels like violated or like weirded out by this. And I do think a good way to get over that and address it is just like tell Scott, like ask Scott to come into your office and just lay it out very appropriately and respectfully, but like with an iron fist that like, hey man, I hope you know, like, I know that you went to a background check website and paid for this information, and that makes me uncomfortable. I don't know why you're doing that. I guess you're fully in your rights to do that, but it's somewhat shady that you were trying to get dirt on me. And if I figured this out, other people are going to figure this out. So honestly, like OP can't tell him to not do it, but he can be like, if you're gonna do this, like, don't make it so obvious. And like, even so, when you do this, you are severely violating your coworker's privacy. And like, to like, for me, if you want a background check done on your daughter's new boyfriend, I think that's merited. I think that's okay. That makes sense. But for your coworker and especially your superior, it is a little bit out of line. Like, he's not flat out saying it, but I think what he's alluding to is like, oh, is Scott trying to find dirt on OP so that he can expose it and get him fired so that he can move up? Like, I don't know. I guess I would call him out there because that's just, and maybe you bring that up with HR. Like, you can bring anything to HR. I would just be like, hey, this is what happened. This is what I suspect happened. Just thought you would know. Because I'm sure HR probably knows about it. Like, if this random dude figured it out, I'm sure his actual job knows, and he had to explain it when he first got the job. So, like, I don't think it would actually threaten his career at all. I don't think it's unreasonable to run background checks on an employer. Employers run background checks on their employees. The info the guy found was the same kind of info an employer would want to know about. Yeah, but he's not the employer, Sammy. This is a subordinate to OP. Like, if anything, OP should be looking up background checks on Scott, not the other way around. Which, then there's also the argument, though, of like, okay, well, if you can look up background checks on me, why can't I look up background checks on you? Like I said, I think it's more of just like, you know, like if you're going to stalk if you're going to stalk a coworker's social media so that you can get to know them more, don't fucking tell them. Like, just keep what you found to yourself. Yeah, the action wasn't the weird part. It's how he went about it after obtaining the info. Like, if the company is okay with this, I don't see the need to ask. Yeah, me too, Kree. And it doesn't even sound like it was anything serious. It was like, oh, I guess he kind of wasn't supposed to be driving. I don't really get what the whole reason for him spending a night in jail was, but it doesn't sound like anything serious. It's not like he was committing fraud or something like that. Wait, why'd you get punched? That's a whole story, Kree. I can't go on that tangent right now. That would derail the stream immensely. But I'll tell it. Remind me on a more like yappy stream, Kree, I will tell you that story. No one wants to get punched in the face because when you get punched in the face, it hurts. That is true, Glow. Although his didn't really hurt that bad. Sammy, I'd want to know who I'm working for. Yeah, that's a good point. All right, let's read this update, chat. Update October 24th, 2024. Yeah, literally 5 years after this. Yeah, literally 5 years after this first update came out. Or, yeah, literally 5 years after the original post came out. Imagine my surprise when I opened the blog today to find you had re-released my letter. I felt an update was owed. I can't tell you how much Your point about questionable judgment was spot on. Scott was indeed a younger employee and deeply convinced of the superiority of his own intellect and gender. He had a 5, 10, 15 year He had a 5, 10, and 15-year life plan with ambitious goals. Unfortunately, this was coupled with no more sense than God gave a goose. His previous work experience in an unrelated field left him the impression that it was absolutely reasonable to deeply examine the people around him, but then verify his findings through research. As part of his 5-year plan, he was applying for many roles within the company in search of advancement, despite not having relevant experience nor demonstrating development in any key skill areas. As mentioned in my letter, I was hired on in a line level position and then promoted to a management position within a couple of months. In that industry, career advancement is often tied to a reassignment in diverse geographic locations, going where the work is, and arriving at a new location is accompanied by sharing bona fides with the team to build connections. Imagine you've worked for 20 years for the same company, but have moved 8 times and never worked in the same place / with the same team more than 2 years in a row. I had spent a great deal of time grabbing opportunities as they arose, living out of suitcases, and working far, far too much. I had garnered some nice accolades in some faintly glamorous locales, but anyone who has done it knows that the luster is surface level only. I felt like OP was just kind of sucking his own dick in that paragraph. But like, hey, go him. Scott was intensely interested in my career experience and how I progressed in the field. Coupled with his desire for promotion and deeply flawed perceptions around reasonable follow-up, this led to the rather extraordinary situation I wrote in about. Armed with the knowledge that Scott was about as intuitive as a pile of bricks, I was planning a follow-up conversation the next time we worked together. He beat me to the punch when he asked me again about the information he had found as soon as I approached his desk. This time with a copy of my booking photo pulled up on his screen. All right, bro, come on. Like, come on, dude. I reacted much more decisively this time, telling him to close the browsing window immediately and pulling him into the office for a one-on-one conversation. Looking back, I think I used your phrasing almost verbatim around work boundaries and everyone deserving privacy. Scott was mostly confused by this response. In his view, it was perfectly reasonable to look for deeper information about almost anyone. His rationale behind asking me about what he'd found was he wanted to alert me this information was out there. I told him it was unacceptable behavior and demonstrated incredibly poor judgment that he'd dig this far into any colleague, much less his manager. Then to bring it up multiple times, the company completed background checks for every employee. If they had proceeded with the hire, one would assume that nothing relevant was in the report. I also let him know this was such an egregious situation, we would be documenting both conversations and issuing a write-up, and this endangered his future with the company. After distance from the situation, I genuinely believe Scott was an incredibly intelligent person, demonstrating that anyone can be an absolute idiot. Did I document the situation in detail? Absolutely. Did I discuss this with HR and my boss? Absolutely, and she was ready to fire Scott. HR was flabbergasted and incredibly helpful in their handling of the situation. My documentation plan was supported with the agreement that Scott was on his final chance. Did Scott get promoted into another position? Not while I was there. After this incident, he did demonstrate an earnest desire to improve as a team member and make amends. We parted on decent terms. I actually wound up suggesting he read AAM regularly. What is AAM? I don't even know. Okay. I don't think advanced air mobility is what we're looking for here, but all right. Unfortunately, my industry was one devastated by the pandemic. I wrote the letter in mid 2019. By March of 2020, most of my entire professional network By March of 2020, almost my entire professional network was either unemployed or being overworked as skeleton staff. Driven by necessity, I grabbed a copy of Allison's book, How to Get a Job, and after giving some serious consideration about what I'd like out of my work moving forward, I retooled my resume and got to hunting. I've successfully transitioned to a new, very different industry and landed a position with a great company. It offers a much better work-life balance and more reasonable employee culture. While I do sometimes miss my old career, my situation is much improved, and I've been quite happy to be settled down. I have no idea where Scott has landed, but I wish him well. I will not be Googling him. Interesting. I mean, like, here's the thing, bro. Here's what I will say. If you want to background check someone, it's there, and if you're willing to pay for it, go for it. But shut up. Like, but keep it on the DL, you know? Like, bro literally snitched on himself. He could have just kept that to himself and maybe, I don't know, used it to advance his career somehow. Like, I don't even think it was career advancing. I think he was literally just being an idiot and letting people know that he was paying for background checks on people. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I'm sure I don't know, maybe not, but I'm sure at some point I've ran into somebody who's been like, I want to run a background check on him, which is like, sure, I guess you can. You're not going to find anything, but like, if I ever found out, I'd be like, you're weird as hell, you know? He didn't dig into his personal life. He dug into public information. I don't know, Sammy. I think there is a little bit, like, it is still his personal life. Like, as much as it's public information, like, I know I've never had coworkers where, like that's digging into, like, I don't know. I'm not saying that he can't do it. I'm saying that if he's going to do it, don't talk about it. Like, I don't know. I don't know, like, Sammy, I don't disagree with you, but I'm not agreed upon the whole, like, it's still kind of inappropriate. Like, it's not like OP did anything to wrong him. It's not like they were, like, super close. He just did it, which he has the right to do it, but it's still weird. Like, we can't sit here and not be like, it's totally normal to pay for a background check on your superior. Because usually, and I think it's the context of a background check. Like, when somebody gets a background check on somebody, the assumption is that you're trying to find something bad about them. So, like, yeah, I mean, what Scott is saying when he's telling OP, what Scott was saying when OP was able to figure out that he paid for a background check on him was like, I'm looking for dirt on you. Which then it's like, okay, if you do that, it's public information. You're welcome to do that. Why are you doing that? But why is it acceptable for an employer to use a person's Facebook as a determiner? Because, like, when like, it's like when you start working for a company, you are representing that company. If you're hiring someone and they seem like a great hire, but then you go to their Facebook and they're saying, like, racist shit, or they're saying stuff that doesn't line up, or like that one guy who, like, there was that one guy on Twitter who was like, I just got a job at NASA. And, like, some guy wrote something back to him about it. I don't even remember what he said, but the guy responded with, like, shut the fuck up. I literally work for NASA. And then it ended up being, like, one of the heads at NASA that ended up terminating his job. Like, if you work at NASA, you don't want people who talk like that online to work for your company. I think that's perfectly fine, bro. Like, yeah, I mean, like, I've hired contractors before who, like, have said some shit, and I was like, nope, we're not doing that. Like, we don't fuck with that. And I think I'm totally in my rights to do so. If I'm paying you money to represent me and my brand and my company, I should, it doesn't even need to be anything big. If I'm even having a vibe, it's like, yeah, The only part I think he's in the wrong about is bringing the charge up like it's a big deal. Yes. Yep. Here's, like I said, if you want to do the background check, do the background check. Don't go flaunting it. Like if hey yo, if you're going to do some shady shit, like move like the G in lasagna. Silent. That's what I'm saying. What's a CSA charge? Did he have a CSA charge? I don't even know. It sounds like he was like in prison for a day. I don't know. I mean, unless someone was arrested for like fraud or something like serious, I don't think like, or like DUIs or something like that. But I don't know. Like, I have friends who got arrested for like MIPs in college, or like, I had a friend who got arrested because he got caught with weed. Like, people do stupid shit. Like, sure, you could probably do background checks on them and find those things, but it's just like dumb. Like, I don't know. All right, let's keep going here, chat. We got one more story left. This one is actually a lot longer than I thought it would be, but it's a good one. It's a doozy. All right, here we go. My sister and friends talked about how I'm not good enough for my boyfriend. They don't know I heard, and I don't know what to do. We have a 23 female OP, a 25 female sister, friends that are in their 20s, and a boyfriend who is 25 male. Original post, September 13th, 2018. Firstly, my sister and this group of friends are what I would consider my closest friends. I love these girls to death. I literally tried to donate a kidney for one of them. I am 100% heartbroken. My boyfriend is an amazing guy, kind, funny, smart as hell, and pretty much a model. He's just gorgeous and asexual. This isn't a problem to me, and we worked it out. He's also very open to it, and everyone knows, which I entirely support. We were supposed to hang out a week ago, but after spending about half an hour together, his job called him and he had to leave. This didn't bother me a lot because I had a killer headache and went home. My sister and I share an apartment to save money, and we have a year-long lease, so I guess I'm screwed. Long story short, I closed my door, didn't light up, and got a nap. Next thing I know, I wake up to my sister's voice. She and those friends were at our house. From what I heard, they were going to a club and were drinking a bit / waiting for the others. I didn't get up because I was lazy and would have to put on pants. They started talking about me. I'm not proud, but I was curious. They were talking about how they couldn't believe I was dating my boyfriend, how he was too good for me, how it was too ugly to get a guy like him. My sister then started telling how being asexual is obviously an excuse to not have sex with me. I'm not pretty, and while it does make me insecure, I know I have other good I'm not pretty, and while it does make me insecure, I know I have other good characteristics, but it was very hard hearing that. They also made fun of my learning disability. They called me the R word, which I can't even fucking write it, that I wasn't even financially stable, made fun of my job. They said I had to beg to be fucked. Oh shit, girl. I mean, from friends is crazy. From your sister is disgusting. All of my friends laughed and all of them shit talked me. I was crying pretty hard at that point. They left and I didn't know what to do. I went to bed and basically made myself scarce this week. I get up earlier, get home later, or stay at my boyfriend's. I have answered their messages but was somewhat cold. I know I have to talk with them, even if it's just to cut off contact, but I can't open my mouth right now. I feel so ashamed and sad. My boyfriend is also worried, but I can't get what they said. My boyfriend is also worried, but I can't get what they said. My boyfriend is also worried, but I can't get what they said out of my head. I know it's not true, and my boyfriend is asexual, but I feel like I'm not worth being with him. My sister is my best friend. I fucking told her I I fucking told her how I feel too ugly and stupid to be with him. I showed her our messages and we spoke about his asexuality. I love her so much it hurts. I can't stand looking at her knowing she was saying those things. I can't stand looking at her knowing she was saying those things behind my back and that none of my friends said anything. I mean, like, dude, I get it. You loved her, but now that you see her true colors, like, can you love her? I mean, I feel like you got to have I feel like you got to just have a certain level of self-respect to be like, I loved you because I thought you were nice to me, but because you don't, I have enough self-respect to be like, fuck you. I don't love you anymore. I just don't know what to do. I could break my lease, I guess, even though it would be very expensive, but I don't know how to say why I'm doing it or how I can face them. I don't know if I should tell my boyfriend. Okay, these aren't really very helpful. Okay, I think first order of operations here is talk to your boyfriend. Because you don't want your behavior or your mood to be taken the wrong way by your boyfriend. You want to kind of lay out like, hey, here's what they said. First, can you just give me some validation that this isn't true? And that would help with your mental state. And then also just be like, hey, if I act this way, like just know I need a little bit more TLC or I need some more support on this. And maybe like to me, what makes sense is if you can either get out of the lease or get someone to sublease, do it quickly and quietly so that you can kind of dip out on your sister. I don't think you even owe any of them an explanation. Maybe like leave them a letter or I don't know, maybe talk to your sister just because you're going to have to see her at future family events. But I would get ahead of it. Like you don't want your sister to try to twist the narrative. I would tell your parents. I would tell your other siblings. I would tell your boyfriend. Like you don't want to fuck around with like them figuring this out and then them figuring this out and trying to twist it so that they don't look as bad. Yeah, go to the boyfriend, tell people who you need to know, and then maybe tell the sister. That's what I would do. Who needs enemies with friends and a sister like that? No, for real. If she doesn't feel very comfortable confronting the sister, she could write an email and let her know that she doesn't want to continue the lease with her. But I think for OP's sake, she should tell her sister what she heard. I don't know. Maybe, yeah. I think she has to tell the sister. I think a written letter would be fine. I think she should just try to figure out, like, can she get out of the lease? Like, can she find someone to sublease? Can she, I don't know. Like, yeah, I would just definitely try to get out of that living situation. Who knows? Maybe, how long have they been dating? Maybe the boyfriend's like, perfect opportunity for you to move in, you know? Doesn't say how long they've been dating. Well, who knows? Maybe it's a good opportunity for them to live together. All right. Let's keep going, chat. Let's keep going, chat. All right. Update September 23rd, 2018, 10 days later. I showed my boyfriend the last post because I just didn't know how I could say it. He was very sad and disappointed, but being asexual, he has had his fair number of a-holes. But he mostly felt angry for me and agreed with the majority advice that I should confront her. We decided a letter would be the best choice since I actually write a lot of letters and it's not direct confrontation. I like writing letters for moments, like letters for when the person is sad, happy, angry, scared, etc. So I do have some techniques, but this was, with no doubt, the hardest thing I've ever had to write. The hardest thing I've ever had to write. I decided to go for the simple and blunt. Told her I heard what they said about me, and while I was willing to work on our relationship, I needed distance from her and this whole situation. I mean, I don't know why you would want I mean, I don't know why you would want a relationship with her after that. Like, that to me is unforgivable. I talked with my landlord. And she was super sweet and had no problem breaking the lease. I offered to find someone to take up my place, but apparently she had someone that could use the room, so that's cool. I intended to pack and leave the letter on her bed, but she came home early and caught me. I basically said fuck it to myself and told her I heard them saying I wasn't good enough and calling me names. First, she tried to deny it, which I wasn't having it. Then she tried to justify and say I was overreacting, but I just stared at her. Then she finally started to apologize and cry. At that moment, I actually thought we might be able to save the relationship, but then she started making herself the victim. The main points were: 1, I just can't understand how hard it is to be pretty, not even kidding. What? 2, I don't understand how she feels because I'm used to not being the best. 3, it's not fair I get a gorgeous boyfriend who is completely out of my league while she's single. 4, she feels embarrassed when we go out together and she has to tell people that my boyfriend is actually mine, not hers. 5, she knows asexuality doesn't exist and we're doing this just for attention. Wow. I don't think I've met a shittier, more insecure. I don't think I've come across a shittier, more insecure person in my entire life. Cause just wow. What a wow. Whoa. Whoa. Every line was crazy. It was like, you're jealous. You can't understand how hard it is to. It's every line's. Wait, hold on. Let me summarize here. You're ugly, and because you're ugly, you don't understand what it's like to be pretty. You don't understand what it's like being the best. It's not fair that you have an attractive boyfriend who's completely out of your league. It's not fair that I'm single. She's embarrassed that she doesn't have a boyfriend and that OP's boyfriend isn't hers. And finally, she's invalidating asexuality, saying it doesn't exist. This is crazy because I feel like last stream was shitty man sandwich, and now we have a shitty woman. Maybe not sandwich, but a shitty woman salad. I just kind of froze. I wish I had said something, but I couldn't open my mouth. She then said she was going to recover from our traumatic conversation and left. I just packed the rest of my things and left the letters on her bed. I'm currently at my boyfriend's place, but I'm looking for a free room that is not super far from my job. I also wrote and sent letters to my friends and then blocked their social media / contacts. I'm certain they'll find a way to approach me as we work close, but I can't give a fuck. Besides all of that, last Friday I had dinner with my parents. I gave them an edited version of what happened because I don't want to talk about my sex life, and that I broke the lease / blocked my friends. They said I shouldn't be angry because it was true. Whoa. They said I shouldn't be angry because it was true, and that the first time they met my boyfriend, they thought I was playing a prank. My dad then started saying I was being selfish by breaking the lease, and I shit you not, betraying my sister's trust, and that you don't do this with family. What? I, I, not where I thought that. Not where I thought this was going. Wow. Damn, I guess you got to get rid of the parents too. So yeah, I've been ignoring them since this happened, as well as my sister. Overall, I'm fine. I actually feel more tired than angry or sad. Oh man. Um Okay. Okay, hold on. First off, I'm sure it doesn't actually exist. I'm sure that was the last update. Yeah, definitely the last update there. Damn. Wow. I mean, fuck, man. I'm defeated. Get rid of the entire family. OP just got to hit the reset button. Get rid of the entire family. Get rid of the entire friend group. That, wow. Just, ew. Ew. I can't believe that, dude. That is just disgusting behavior on everybody's part. My faith in humanity has diminished immensely after reading this. The relevant comment here, I'm going to read the relevant comment. It is not very relevant to the story, but it's interesting. This is a little off topic, but I'm curious as to how your relationship dynamic works with your boyfriend. I don't know too much about asexuality / you mentioned you have a disability. So if it isn't too personal for me to ask, how does your relationship work? How do you go about sex life? How do you go about a sex life? I don't mean to be offensive or nosy, so apologies in advance. I'm just curious. OOP responded, asexuality is a scale like hetero / gay. At one side, you have the asexual and the other, the allosexual. Between you have different shades of gray. Some people don't feel sexual attraction, but don't really care about having sex if it makes their partners happy. Some really don't want to do it. Some only feel sexual attraction for those they have an emotional connection. It's a very diverse community. As for the obstacles of dating an asexual man, I guess it mostly falls into what you consider a deal breaker. What are your needs, etc. I can live without sex. I can live without sex. I can live happy without sex. Again, it's about compromise. There are other things in my relationship that are more important to me than sex, and they are being met, so I'm happy. I guess it just goes down to, if you can't date someone without sex, that's okay. If you can, that's okay too. The only wrong thing is to start shitting rules. Okay, that didn't really answer I feel like that didn't really answer the question as to what exactly they do, but I think OP means that, like, but I think OP is saying that they don't have sex at all. OOP on if her parents always treated her sister as the golden child. I checked it out, some of the links people sent me, and I believe they did. Things like having to give her my clothes if she liked them, or having to eat her food if she didn't want anymore. I don't know. I can see how some of the things they did were terrible, but saying they are abusive sounds too extreme. I mean, that response is abusive, bro. I don't know. That response was extreme, chat. I know this was like a 6-year-old story, but I hope she's okay. I genuinely hope she got out of that situation. Allosexual. I also have never heard that term. Here, I'll look it up, maybe. Allosexual is a term used to describe people who experience sexual attraction to others. So it's just like a blanket, like it's the complete opposite of asexual. Asexual, on its most extreme scale, is like, I do not feel like sexual attraction to people. Allosexual is just somebody who does feel sexual attraction. But new vocab. We learned some new vocab today, chat. All right, chat. Guys, 3-hour stream. I'm tired. I want to eat something. I need to finish editing my video. I got like an hour and a half to do that before my bedtime. So, chat, thank you so much for tuning into the stream, guys. We had a great stream today. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Once again, it's just fantastic that I don't go live and have to talk to myself, which I kind of do anyways, but like, I involve you guys. I hope you guys feel like I involve you. I'm really glad that you guys joined. Thank you again to Flick for the follow, as well as the Prime sub. If you guys want to sub after the stream ends, you can still do that. Would appreciate it. Just help support me. But guys, I will be going live again, at least on Thursday. I might go live before then. Best way to know is check the Discord, join the Discord, and we'll throw you into stream, gang. All right, guys. Good to see y'all. See you guys next week. Or no, see you guys Thursday. Y'all know what I fucking mean. Mwah.